York on a Friday. What is up? Bartholomew, as you know, as his Friday custom, will be over shortly as he finishes up with Get Up, which I have to admit I did not see a second of this morning. I'm still thoroughly annoyed. Can I just for a moment before we get into anything real serious? I am not a bettor of what I would say heavy investments, okay? But at the beginning of this season, I made 5, and I've never done this before. I have made 5 selections for futures for the season. I've never played the over-unders before. And this year, I opted to do that. Now, here they were. Miami Dolphins, under 6.5. New York Giants, under 5.5. New Orleans Saints, under 3.5. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, over 9.5. And the Washington Commanders, under 8.5. Now, I have already won the Commanders' wager. The Buccaneers' wager, as of about 4 weeks ago, sitting at 6 wins to just get over 9.5, appeared to be the Lockadini of all time. And that last night was utterly disgusting in what I watched in Tampa Bay football. The only thing I enjoyed about that game is what Al Michaels enjoyed about that game, and that was the uniforms. And that's it. Because to lose in that fashion to the Atlanta Falcons at this juncture of the season, when you're trying to win the NFC South, which is not exactly like trying to win the NFC North, is just beyond inexcusable. And I guess that Bowles, after the game, said something at under 5.5. I just need them to lose 1 game remaining, and that's going to get me home. And then New Orleans, sitting at 3 wins, well, they still have the Jets in front of them, and we all know what can happen. So I don't really love to have the season-long wagers prior to this year, but I opted to do it to just hold my interest in something. It's like when I go to the casino. Am I going to lose my money faster if I play blackjack or if I play poker? Obviously, if I play blackjack, there's a good chance I'm going to lose my money a lot quicker. So this time, I opted to play poker, where I might even have a chance to win. Blackjack, it's a game of runs, and obviously it's the best odds in the house and all that. But chances are, at some point, it's going to catch up to you if you are not capable of walking away from the table at the right time. The right time being, by the way, I was taught a long time ago, after you have lost 3 hands in a row. If you lose 3 hands in a row, you get up, you walk away from that table. Do I do that regularly? Of course not. In no way do I do that. There are times where I will double my wagers in that case because I've got to make it back. Yeah, I'm not somebody that gambles all the time. But if I were to get involved, it could be a night that I won't soon forget, good or bad. I've won a decent amount of money at the poker table off some rich college jerks in Vegas who daddy handed them all the money. And I have to say, that was incredibly, incredibly rewarding to see that 19-year-old kid's head in his hands, even though he was, supposed to be 21. Maybe he was 21. But to just bury that kid and know he had to go tell daddy that he lost $1,500 to the big chunky guy at the table. Yeah, and he wasn't a professional. That was rewarding. This, I have kind of enjoyed having the season-long wager going on, and yet I'm really not enjoying it right now. I enjoyed it more probably because it looked like I had a chance to win like 5 out of 5, and now that's not going to happen. Anyway, that Thursday night game had entirely too much of my interest, and I could tell when I was going to bed early in the third quarter that the Buccaneers were going to blow it, and that's exactly what happened. So I thought I would just share a little personal slice of my Thursday night. I'm somebody that wants to let you in on me, on my life, on, to a degree. Not all of it, certainly. But I want to give you a sense of what my personal life is about, because it has always been, my success in this career has always been relatability-based. When I went to SNY, Fred Wilpon saw a fat, bald guy on his television on, sports debating and said, that guy is every man, and I want him on my network. And thus, I made a career in television for 8 years before I frankly got a little bored with it, being a traffic cop, but that's okay. Like, it was a fun time. But you look like this, I relate to you. And so I hope I shared some of that relation to you along the way. What I also share is a passion for what we're doing here. And even if it's not my team, I'm willing to get on board and really delve into what that passion is. And this morning, I would like to delve in a little bit more to the Joe Burrow discussions. 800-919-3776. I would like you to be a part of the program over on the ESPN YouTube channel by chiming in with your comments. You know we get to your comments. We will get to more of them throughout the course of the show. And that is, I'm not going to lie, with phone lines occasionally flooded, sometimes the easiest way to be a part of the show. So by all means, do that. Where I want to start with the Joe Burrow thing is just how complicated this is and the different angles that we genuinely need to consider through all of this. And I find that there are 3 questions that need to be answered. Number 1, if Joe Burrow does want out, is there a better situation for him than the Cincinnati Bengals? Number 2, what are the matches for Cincinnati to trade him away? What are the teams that could realistically give them some sort of a deal where they can justify to a fan base trading away a superstar quarterback, somebody who's already taken them to a Super Bowl? And then number 3, are they still even going to be willing to do it? Because if you look at the history of the Bengals as an organization, they hold on for grim death. Carson Palmer had to retire before they would consider trading him. Trey Hendrickson is not playing the rest of the year. And you're going to tell me that's because they wouldn't trade him? I would believe you. They 100% make you pay in the area of believing what the contract says and living by that contract. So let's tackle all 3 of those, if we will, for a moment. And let's start with issue number 1. If Joe Burrow truly wants out, what are the definitively better situations around the league that he could get traded to? Well, we'll just go division by division. We don't need to go through every team because there are some obvious answers along the way. With Joe Burrow, can you say the Miami Dolphins are definitively a better situation than the New York Jets? Well, the Miami Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 25 years. So I don't know how you could say that if they bail out on Tua. What about the Cincinnati Bengals, or rather the Cleveland Browns? They're not trading them within the division. They're not going to revive a franchise by trading them their quarterback. They are certainly not going to trade Joe Burrow to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Are they going to trade Joe Burrow to the Indianapolis Colts? Does Joe Burrow think that Indianapolis is infinitely a better situation than elsewhere? Tennessee seemingly would stick with their young quarterback and try to make that work with whomever their new coach is. Would Joe Burrow want to go to the Raiders? Does he think the Raiders are a better situation than the Jets or others? So far, we're not coming up with a whole lot of answers. Could Jerry Jones get sucked into it? And he decides, you know what? I'll trade away some draft picks and Dak Prescott to get Burrow. Would Burrow want to go to the Cowboys? I think that's a pretty good situation, if you can go there, certainly. Would Burrow want to go to the Giants? If the Giants said, hey, we have Jackson Dart, but we have a chance to get Joe Burrow, and we can turn this guy and a couple of draft picks into a high-level quarterback who's already established in the league. Would he want to go to the Minnesota Vikings? Would he want to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Carolina Panthers, the Atlanta Falcons, the New Orleans Saints, the Arizona Cardinals? You see what I'm getting at here? It's not a coincidence that the bad organizations in football don't have quarterbacks. They don't have quarterbacks. And the ones that have been bad organizations, like the Chargers have a quarterback and have a coach who understands what he's doing. It can happen where you can turn a bad organization into a good one, even though we are all of the mindset of, well, it's the same old Jets. So I'm not going to sit here and try to paint a picture where you would say the Jets are definitively a better situation than anybody else. But what I would tell you is, if we are looking around the league at realistic landing spots for Burrow, there are some bad organizations in this league. And the first guy that comes in and turns it around, especially with a team like the Jets, is going to have a legacy unlike any other in professional football. I mean, it's not going to be Tom Brady, but that's going to elevate you into an inner circle of the Hall of Fame if you're able to revive that organization and turn them into a championship organization. Now, is he going to want to go there? I don't believe that for Joe, anybody that's going to want to trade for him, remembering that he has the full no trade clause, is going to sit there and say, I'm not going there. I can't go there. What's better? What's definitively better? Joe's going to have to go somewhere if it's not Cincinnati, and right now the Bengals are the devil you know. So that's issue number one. Issue number two, who matches up with the Cincinnati Bengals for a potential trade if this is to happen? Well, we could start right away with the Jets because we know they obviously match up incredibly well with all of the draft picks that they have. Okay, we'll put that aside for a moment. Are there other places that match up better than the Jets? Do the Colts match up better? Well, they've traded away 2 first-round picks already to get Sauce Gardner. I don't think you can say that the Colts match up better. I don't think that you can say that the Raiders match up better. What assets do they have that would definitively make it a better situation? Would trading Tua from the Dolphins be an attractive piece for the Cincinnati Bengals? The answer is a very quick no. It would not be. Would Shedeur Sanders be one? Well, we've already established they're not going to trade inside their division to hand the Cleveland Browns their quarterback for the next 10 years and potentially bring the Browns back to winning a championship. That's not going to happen. You know, I'll even throw in with Denver. Like, is Sean Payton going to tire quickly of Bo Nix, or is he going to continue to believe in him? My guess would be he would continue to believe in him because that was his guy, and it may not be worth going out there and doing that to him, doing that for him. I would look at the other teams with a realistic matchup, a team like the Cowboys, who has a quarterback who plays at a high level, but you might believe that Joe Burrow is better than in Dallas. Frankly, there are times where that's debatable. And most of those times center around whether or not Burrow is actually available to play, because that's the biggest concern of all. Minnesota, J.J. McCarthy, going to turn around and trade him and think that that's going to be an attractive piece for Cincinnati? My guess would be no. Bryce Young. Point being, there are not many teams that match up better than the Jets. In fact, there are not any teams that match up better than the Jets. So whether or not it's going to cost you 5 first-round picks, the assets are all still there in place with the extra 2s that they have as well. I would honestly argue that it's difficult to overpay for a quarterback like that, given what the history of the team is and given what the desire to win is. And that leads us to the last sticking point, which is the hard-headedness of Mike Brown and the Cincinnati Bengals. Before we get to that, I would urge you to load up on the lines right now as they are starting to open at 800-919-3776 on this very topic. We're going to have Chris Canty in here very soon. Bart is going to be here very soon as well as he wraps up his get-up responsibilities and gets dressed into his cashmere sweatsuit to be comfortable for the next 2.5 hours. With all of this in mind, we know that the Bengals are a son of a mother when it comes to dealing with trying to get them to trade away their players and how they deal with their players. The Bengals believe in the sanctity of the contract. That's cute. That's adorable. The Bengals should believe in the sanctity of the contract because, frankly, it's the only way that they can wrestle and hold on to players. The Bengals might believe that the sanctity of the contract should not be disputed in any way, and therefore, if you want to get paid, you're going to show up here and you're going to play. Guys, there are too many ways out now. Joe Burrow can show up, go to play, second play, my hamstring. It's broken. Guys, I need to sit this one out. I'm going to need to just chill back here. And it's eventually going to come to a fever pitch. Bengals have won some of these. They won with Trey Hendrickson. Are they going to win with Joe Burrow? Well, if somebody is willing to offer them 4 first-round picks and a 2, I don't know how they can't go to their fan base and say, listen, Joe didn't want to be here anymore, and we extracted a king's ransom for him. So we have to build again from the top, and yes, we have to go get a quarterback, but we have what we need to go and get that quarterback. That would take a while. To me, the realistic possibilities of Joe Burrow do not sit in 2026. I believe his comments of the other day with how he was handling himself really point more toward the future than the immediate. And what I mean by that is that if you listen to him, he's talking about having fun and needing to do it and needing to be able to be in a better mental space to play football. This is exactly what he had to say the other day.
No, it certainly doesn't change my desire to win. You know, if I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it. You know, I've been through a lot, and if it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? So that's the mindset I'm trying to bring to the table. I'm not sure there was a singular moment or of time. It's just a reflection on a lot of things that I've done and been through in my career. I think I've been through more than most, and it's certainly not easy on the brain or the body, so just trying to have fun doing it again.
That does not sound like someone who is enjoying themselves at all right now. He's gone through the injuries, and he's come back, and everybody talked about the biggest job that Joe Flacco was going to have was to, hey, just keep things afloat until Joe can come back. Well, that didn't really happen. the whole idea that the Bengals were going to come back and win the division, I think we're good enough to say that's not going to happen at 4-9. Okay? Pittsburgh and Baltimore are going to battle this out in just a complete throwdown of mediocrity that will establish who wins the AFC North. There's nothing about the Bengals, as dynamic as they can be offensively, that is going to bring them back to win. I don't think Joe is saying it's got to be next year. I think Joe is saying, I'm starting to think about this. And I'm sending messages with what I'm saying. This offseason, I believe the Bengals will go to him and say, here is our plan. We signed all the guys you wanted. You wanted T. Higgins back. You wanted Jamar back. We signed him. It may have cost us in some other areas. But here's how we're going to try to address those other areas and get back to being to a Super Bowl contender, which you have made us. And I believe that they will get a good portion of next year to establish that. What the hell just happened in this building? Did somebody just drop an anvil on top of this building?
I think they dropped one of the statues from Easter Island. That's what it sounded like.
Oh, my God.
It's like an earthquake happened.
I don't know if people could hear that, but the entire room shook as something. It was like one of those giant Roadrunner anvils that came down from the Acme Anvil Company. That's what it felt like falling on top of us. And frankly, I'm shocked that there was not any sort of, well, I don't want to say asbestos, but any sort of materials flying from the ceiling coming down. Wow. I'm not the only one, right?
No, I heard that too. And I even had to take a pause and be like, the hell was that?
I mean, they were grinding a lot this morning with the jackhammers. And is it me or they've been doing this since we moved here?
There's been some construction on like other floors for a while now, but now they're doing like drilling like the floor right above us.
Yeah.
And it's getting noticeably closer to the studio and our production space outside the studio.
And the drill sounds like the drill, very similar to it, that you would have at the dentist's office.
Yes. It's not very pleasant to be listening to.
No. That completely threw me off guard. But you know what we were talking about. Where the options are for Burrow, what's more attractive, who has the best arsenal to make a deal with, and then can you get past the stubbornness of the Bengals? I think it's all there. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. We are just getting started on this Football Friday, my friends. You know what's depressing? It's week 15. How did that happen? How are we only 3 weeks away after this to the end of the regular season? That's depressing. I am not ready for that to be over. The football season is becoming like the sports version of summer. Like, I can't believe we're in the middle of late August already, and summer's about to be over. Yeah, I feel like that right now, and it feels like crap. 800-919-3776. It's Bart and Carlin. We are just getting started. Bartholomew will be over here momentarily. We will talk to Chris Canty here momentarily as well. I will make sure to point out to Canty immediately that the Cincinnati Bengals are not winning the NFC or the AFC North, or the NFC North for that matter, as he said, Bengals. Okay. Carlin, Bart, ESPN New York YouTube page. You're welcome.
Listen. Never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Big delays on the city-bound George Washington Bridge. We're talking a slowdown of about 45 to 50 minutes for the crash on the city side. A little bit better with the lower level, but a lot better with the tunnels. Cross Bronx very slow. Castle Hill Avenue back up to the George Washington Bridge. Plenty of traffic in Queens on the LIE West. Grand Central Parkway back up towards Woodhaven Boulevard. Up and down the BQE is awfully busy as well. I'm Matt Ward on 880 ESPN New York.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. Now, they converted my kid's bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together. During the Mazda More to Move You sales event, lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for $229 a month for 33 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for $239 a month for 33 months. Both with $49.95 due at signing. It's the Mazda More to Move You sales event at Garden City Mazda. At Garden City Mazda, expect the exceptional.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
No more.
You got it. You're either going to jump in immediately or not. I can't tell.
I mixed a beat. Finally found a woman that want to live my life for. This is perfect for Chris. You know what I'm saying? Chris used to be in these streets. Now he became an honest man. Don't want to be a player no more. Finally found a woman he want to live his life for. Yeah, crazy.
Hey, Bart, man. Chill out. You can't be telling the people how I used to move.
We all got a past, big fella. Is when you're 6'9", it's hard to hide in these New York streets unless you're a Ninja Turtle.
How did you know he wasn't talking about me?
Yeah. Just totaling yourself.
Oh, my goodness.
Chris Canty with us. He, of course, of Unsportsmanlike every day, 6 to 10 a.m. on ESPN Radio with Evan Cohen and Michelle Smallman, and on First Take on Tuesdays throughout the course of the week as well. How you doing? We're closing in here.
I'm doing good, guys. We're closing in. We're in the 36th week, so we're in the window now where he could come any day. So we're just chilling out, biding our time. But I will say this, with how brick it is outside, probably going to wait a little while before he decides he wants to be born. It's cold as hell.
Yeah. Have you settled on a name already?
Yeah, we got the name.
Does anybody else know besides the two of you?
Gotta have to reveal.
There are other people that know the name, but we have not put it out there for public consumption yet.
Well, here it is. Here's the chance. Let's have it.
No.
Like
I'm
I
not
got,
giving you.
I
I will
got
say
my own
this,
platform.
the initials are OKC.
Oh, wow.
Those are the initials.
Oklahoma City Thunder.
No. It's not even close. The initials are OKC.
Pretty sure that's not going on the birth certificate, Bart, but his initials are OKC.
Othello Katsimidas Canty. You're Greek, aren't you?
It could be. It could be.
Well, you 1/3. You at least 33%. Now we got to phone a friend and do 50-50.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen.
There you go.
Is it just not going to be revealed publicly until he's born? Is that the deal, or?
Yeah. There you go. There you go. We'll have the big reveal at some point. We'll have once he gets here healthy and safely, we'll put it out there for public consumption. I'll come on the show and I'll tell you guys all about it. Now, what's going to be dicey is that my wife wants me south of the equator. So she wants me to be the one to hand the baby to her, not the doctor.
Oh,
so
It'll change your life, brother.
For the first 3 quarters of the game, I'll be on the north end of the field, but then in the fourth quarter, she wants me on the south end of the field.
Like, brother, look all the damage you did.
That's what we prepare for.
It's
I've been trying to get my mind right. I've been watching all of these birthing videos. I've had the birthing coach walk me through what to expect. The nurses walk me through what to expect. So I'm just saying, like I'm gonna be down there like a catcher.
Yeah, they got.
Hopefully not Gary Sanchez, but like a catcher.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'll be able to catch it.
Ain't no fumbles.
Back to the pitcher.
She'll never forgive you if you fumble this.
I have you been watching? Like, what's your reaction to watching these videos?
It's traumatic.
Yeah.
It's traumatic. There's a lot that's going on down there. There are a lot of sights. There are a lot of sounds. There are a lot of smells that you have to be prepared for. So, right now I'm in the textbook phase of things, but in a few weeks it's going to be real because I'm going to have to apply what I've learned and be prepared for it.
You got to have the shears.
So it's a lot, big fella.
You got to have the shears. When they come out, they got like this film on them that they got to work out, got to bang on the nose because they ain't been breathing air. You know what I'm saying? So they bang the nose.
bam, smack the ass. Hey, man, hey, you hit my baby a little hard, dog. What's up? You know what Let me holler at you, dog. Let me holler at you, dog.
Well, we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to hearing the news, and we're excited, obviously, that you're going to be having a New Year's baby, and we're not too far away from it. That's excellent stuff, and Mel is feeling good. Everything's good there.
Everything is great, man.
Excellent.
Great
This is
pregnancy.
much
It's
more
awesome.
exciting. This is just an indication of how great our football teams are. The
Yes.
fact that we're more
I'd rather talk about
intrigued-
this.
Yeah, we're more intrigued about the birth.
So this is going to be also a point of contention and an interesting debate. Does the kid become a Giants fan?
Come on.
I'm not going to allow him to be a Jets fan. Does he become a Giants fan, or is he going to be a Bears fan? Because my wife is a native Chicago, and right now Chicago is up.
Yeah.
Like her family has already been overly aggressive. They got him a Bulls jacket.
Wow!
They staking their flag.
Like,
They're planting their flag.
They got us baby shower gifts, but then they got him a Mitchell and Ness. I think it was a Mitchell and Ness Bulls jacket.
We don't care how expensive it is. You can take that back with you.
Yeah, for a 6-month-old. Like that's aggressive.
Well, here's the thing. So it sounds like you need people to back you up on your side with some material in the gift department. Because I actually already had my idea for what it was going to be. And now, I mean, if you want to know, I'll tell you. But now this solidifies what it's going to be.
Yeah, you got to get a car.
First of all, I will say this. I gave you a lot of guff for not being at the baby shower. But the one thing that I will say about you and your wife, y'all have always come through for me and my wife. Y'all have given us great gifts, and we are much appreciative for it. And I know you got something up your sleeve.
I do.
Baby gift. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. I want to find out once I tell you he's here. Yeah. Then I want to be excited when I get it from you all. So I'm looking forward to it. But I do need some backup when it comes to the football team that my son is going to root for.
I got you. That was part of the plan. I got you.
The gift should be a game-worn, autographed Jalen Brunson jersey because your baby's probably going to come out his height.
Well, Bart. So Bart, you ain't telling no lies. We had a check-in on Tuesday, and he was
over
7
under
pounds,
24
12 ounces.
Over 24 inches, I guarantee.
The doctors told my wife that he is trending toward being 10 pounds if he comes on the actual due date.
Did you start crying? Did you start crying?
No, I didn't start crying. I just tried to start lining up the scholarships and the NIL money.
All right.
I didn't start crying.
No. You happy for him? You're happy for him. Sad for yourself.
How big were you? Do you know?
I was 8 pounds, 15 ounces.
All I'm going to say is this. I hate to break it to you. I was 9 pounds, 10 ounces. You could be looking at this.
Hey, you better induce her, man. That baby get the full turn.
I tell you what, if the baby come out looking at you, Carlin, looking like you, I'm going to start looking at my wife's side. If he comes out looking like Carlin, I'm going to be looking at her.
All right, that's fair. That's not exactly what I meant. I just meant size-wise, but yeah.
You can always induce the brother. You can always induce and pick your baby's birthday.
All right, we're almost out of time. Conveniently.
Right.
So, Canty, I'm curious where you're coming down on this Burrow stuff, because we're obviously, you know what we're trying to do. We're trying to build the case. We're trying to figure out exactly how that can happen. So, what is your read on Burrow right now to begin with when you heard those comments this week?
Yeah, I think this is more Andrew Luck than Carson Palmer. You know, Carson Palmer wanted to get out of town because he didn't believe in the organization. I think this is just about Joey B having a career knocked out of him and looking at his career mortality yet again and determining that he's probably better suited walking away from the game of football. Because, I mean, he's got to live with him after football, not the fans and not his teammates. And for somebody that's made $177 million in his career to this point, money is not the motivating factor. So if you're not out there to do it for money and you're not having fun playing the game, what the hell are you doing on an NFL field? This game, and Bart knows this, is far too dangerous not to be passionate about it. And I'm not saying Joey B doesn't love the game, but right now he's telling us that he's not in love with playing the game. That's the problem.
But
when you had that attitude, it lends itself to bad things happening on the football field. Bart, I mean, you can speak to this better than I could, Bart. But every time you walk on a football field, there is a very distinct possibility that you do not walk off.
That's true.
That is the nature of the game. So if you are not fired up, hair standing up on your skin, chills going down your spine to run out of that tunnel and play a football game, then that's the worst place to be.
We talked about this on Get Up this morning, and we're trying to decide, does he sound like Carson Palmer or does he sound like Andrew Luck? And when we put the side-by-side up, I think Burrow's been sacked maybe 25 more times than Andrew Luck and maybe 13 less games. And, we know
Bart, nobody has been sacked more than Joe Burrow since he came into the league. When you include playoffs, nobody has been sacked more than Joey B since he came into the league in 2020. This dude has missed
seasons.
21 games.
So I guess what I'm trying to figure out is he just not having fun because he's at a place where he thinks that they are incapable of building a football team because, Mike Brown has two of his daughters making major decisions and they don't really have a general manager. So they don't know how to build a team. They've tried to build a offensive line. They had the kid from Alabama there. They made the trade for Orlando Brown Jr. So is this a bit of a Carson Palmer thing where he was just tired of playing for the Bengals because he felt like this organization or that organization don't know how to build a team, and they never really have shown that they can build a team?
Yeah, the Cincinnati Bengals put the fun in dysfunction. So I'm with you on that front in terms of being skeptical of the organization. Here's why it's different than Carson Palmer. Joey B grew up in Ohio, played part of his career in Ohio State, and was the number one pick for an Ohio NFL franchise. To bail on the state of Ohio when the organization that you play for has bent over backwards to try to acquiesce to the things that you wanted in paying your two wide receivers coming into this season, when everybody else was telling them it's ridiculous to try to build a team that way, it would change the perception of him, and I'm not sure that he wants to take it there. He goes from being a hero to being a guy that some people could potentially view as a villain. And I don't know that you want to take it there either. So I think that it's far more likely that Joe Burrow walks away from football altogether than demands a trade and asks out of Cincy.
Chris Canty with us. He, of course, joins us every Friday of Unsportsmanlike 6 to 10 a.m. on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2 with Evan Cohen and Michelle Smallman. Along those lines, Giants, Bart and I have been arguing about this all week long, and it's the same argument, unfortunately, that's been with the Giants over the last several years. We saw it happen with Jones, where they beat Washington and they ended up not having the number one pick. We saw it happen last year with Indianapolis, and they ended up not having the number one pick. The Giants right now in position to get the number one pick. We know they don't need a quarterback, but Chris, how important is it for the Giants to find themselves there so that they control the draft at this point?
It'd be great. I will say this. I'm not sure that talent is the biggest issue facing the Giants. Talent always helps. But I do think that the organization is devoid of leadership. So they've got to make sure that they get that part figured out. And I think this is a tremendous opportunity with the last month to go in a scenario where your players are out there playing for pride, for somebody to step up and lead this organization. Now, ultimately, you're going to lean on, the next head coach that you hire to provide a tremendous amount of leadership. But I got to be honest with you guys, I'm a lot less concerned about draft pick status because we already have the quarterback, and I'm much more concerned about the culture inside of the building.
But we all know that maybe having more draft picks and being able to maybe get an extra, maybe get 2 1s or maybe a 1 and a 3 or a 1 and a 2. It's about, getting talent, but getting cheap talent, because we've already talked about this is one of the, you can say, the most overpaid defense in all of football, maybe outside of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So not only do you have to have talent, which they have, but they may have to swap out some of that talent to be able to get some affordable talent to make sure that they can build this team the right way on the offensive side of the ball, and hope that you can get more out of young defense players that may not be jaded for playing in this system and being scarred from the experiences that they've had since they've been a member of the Giants.
Yeah, Bart, I think that's a fair point. There's a lot of merit to what you're saying. I would just counter that by saying winning begets more winning, losing begets more losing.
Now, have you
Vince Lombardi said it best. Winning is a habit. Unfortunately, so is losing.
But
without the Giants being in a posture of losing games.
But can't be a part of the culture being about getting rid of the people that had the losing culture mentality. Because you can say
you can't get rid of the entire team, Bart. You can't get. But I guess my point is this, though, Bart. You can't get rid of the entire team.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when the problem lies within, it doesn't matter where you go. There you are. Like at some point, you got to get on the other side of that. And I just think that these games present an opportunity for the young core of players that you're going to be relying on to try to figure out a way to get some upset wins in order to get a jump start in terms of what your identity and what your personality of your locker room is going to be next year.
Canty, we'll talk next week, brother. Thank you.
All right. Have a good weekend, boys.
You can always induce, baby, and pick the birth date.
All right, man.
Don't want that baby to get 10, maybe 12 pounds. You say goodbye.
He's going to be a good father.
It's been real, yeah.
He's going to be a really good father. You can tell.
I told you, my kids came out. I said, I never want to hear you ooh, 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 ah ever again.
You ever have your friends who you're like, I don't know if this is going to go well for you.
And he's doing that at a mature age. And he chose to have children, so
that's not him.
He's more
more
moment.
emotionally ready for it.
He's more when you're doing it when you're young, you're like, man, I'm young. I got to be with the girl. Like, he married late, so he was able to experience life. He was able to go out there, have his fun, and then when he was ready, he was ready. Now, not that some young guys that get married aren't ready, but sometimes it's good to get out of your system and be on the other side of an NFL career, because that's like being a rock and roll star.
Well, I think he's doing it right. I think Jeter did it right on his end. That was going to work for him. But what I would say is, I know plenty of 45-year-olds who are not emotionally ready to have a kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
My buddy is, hey, we're having a kid. Really?
Yeah, she's having a kid.
Bold strategy. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
FanDuel Friday is turning it up with NBA Happy Hour. Every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, FanDuel is dropping limited-time specials to get you in the zone. Boosts, bonuses, surprises, all designed to bring that Friday energy. This isn't just another promo, it's your weekly pregame. NBA Happy Hour every Friday, 6 to 7:30 Eastern. Only on FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, FanDuel is dropping limited-time specials to get you in the zone. Visit FanDuel.com/K to grab your reward before the clock expires. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration. Leg requirements and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
My beaver. My beep, 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 my beaver. 2, 3, 4, 5, my beaver. I'm just playing. I just made it up. I don't even know the word. I don't know the words to this one, Tom.
My band? You've sang it before.
Oh. I'm just trying to get you to play it long enough for us to get fined. My beeper. Beep, 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 beep.
Let's roll with some of these calls. 800-919-3776. Let's hit D in Queens to start us off on ESPN New York today. D.
Set the mood for you, D.
Do you know this one, Bart?
Yeah, D. Nah. What's this one, D?
I don't know. Like, I don't know about you. Have you ever been on hold with the Disney folks?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. It's the same day.
HR, it's the most frustrating thing ever.
Well, it's the same music over and over. You're killing us. Can we mix it up? Can we get a little Let It Go? Would that kill anybody?
But what that means is they don't expect to have your ass on that long. So if I'm listening to the same song a couple of times, somebody ain't keeping up with the protocol.
David and Elizabeth, what's up, Dave? How are you, bud?
What's going on, fellas? Happy Friday. Yo, there's so much I want to unpack with you gentlemen, so I'm just going to try to spit everything out real quick, pause. So let's get straight into it. Before the show is over, Bart always plays that song. Bart, make sure you get Chef to sing the song with you.
Yep.
Friday night.
I'll be there.
Just got paid. Yeah, I hope so, because every time I ask you to sing it, you don't. Yes, sir.
We're going to give him the lyrics like he's in Catholic church. He's used to reading the lyrics and singing at the same time.
We're going to get him on the karaoke. That way he know the words.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of sports. Okay, the Joe Burrow situation. I like the idea. I love it, but we're going to be realists here. If Joey don't want us, we can't get Joey. So one way or another, we'll figure this out. If he really wants to come play and, he wants to play in New York. And Bart, like you said, if you get hit every day in the mouth, right? You get punched in the mouth every day. Is that fun? Whether I get paid millions or not, I'm not a boxer. A boxer, I'm expected to get punched in the face. To get sacked that many times, like, yo, that's not fun, bro. Like, I don't want to do that all day. So I get that analogy. Yes, another thing I want to touch subject with you gentlemen. We're not going to let this guy go without, some flack. And I know Bart's going to agree with me. That fullback threw how many interceptions the other day? Like we said, Bart, he ain't top 10. So please, Eagle fans, no disrespect to y'all. He's not who y'all think he is.
Yeah.
Been saying that. Y'all saw it on display against the Chargers.
Well, A.J. Brown's been telling you, too.
Yeah, he been telling us. And not for nothing, I know it's the weekend. I would love for us to go all the way in the NBA Cup. But as long as, we beat the Magic, and maybe if we lose in the finals, it is what it is. But, go Knicks. I hope we do our thing. And we play Jacksonville. I hope my man Adrian Martinez comes in. I don't have a problem with Cook. But, I'd like to see what Adrian Martinez looks like in a real authentic game. And last but not least, before you gentlemen let me go,
I kind of have to let you go when you say I'd rather see Adrian Martinez.
I know you do.
I want to see Martinez.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, let me clue you in on Martinez. All right, not good.
Yeah.
But Cook wasn't good. I know he had some moments, and
these guys are all at the back end because they're not good.
See, but it's the thing. You're gonna start playing. You're gonna start seeing. Well, a couple of weeks. Well, no, they're gonna see all good quarterbacks. So we had outside of the Saints, and Shuck is playing better. But we'll see what Cook can be about. He's had a whole week of practice. He talked about maybe being a little bit nervous before the game started or getting into the game. That's kind of tough to be able to be thrown in. You've been playing look team the entire week. So it'd be. I'm gonna go on this with a optimistic mind that maybe we can see something that we don't expect to see.
Look at you. Bart Carlin.
We could have brought Phillip Rivers back to us, or should have signed Cam. At least it would have been entertaining.
We're the Happy Show on ESPN New York.
At Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, we're celebrating this holiday season with our $155,000 Slay the Road drawing, including your chance to win a new Land Rover Defender and $10,000 cash. Earn entries all month long, then be here on January 1st between 12 and 3 p.m. when one winner will be drawn every hour to win up to $20,000 cash. At 4 p.m., one lucky winner will win a Land Rover Defender and $10,000 cash at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals. No more hunting down parts. No more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain in the letter X.com/AI.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Sideline to sideline coming in about 3 to 4 minutes. I want to get a couple of these calls in. People who have been patient waiting at 800-919-3776. Bart and Carlin on this football Friday, getting ready for the Jets and the Jaguars. And the Giants and Commanders.
Yeah, man.
Listen, I'm just going to say this, and I might pump it all day. Most importantly of all of it, the ESPN New York holiday party is today. And that is coming up this afternoon with the Michael Kay Show and Don Hahn and Rosenberg bringing the holiday cheer at your mother's house in Garden City Park, Long Island. Once again, collecting unwrapped toy donations to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation. It all kicks off 1 p.m. today at your mother's house, Garden City Park, Long Island. For more information and to purchase VIP access, check out the ESPN New York app. It's brought to you by Amazon Pickup, Security Dodge, and Spiked Aid, made for big city social stamina. The VIP access, you're going to get right up close and personal with those guys. And listen, I know we all joke. Those guys are about as personable as can be with the fans. Everyone except Peter. Peter's going to blow you off like a piece of lint. But everybody else, they're amazing. I joke. Peter's great with the fans, too. Michael's amazing with the fans. They will be taking pictures with you. They will be doing everything you want. They'll come home for dinner with you. They'll do it. I know that they haven't committed to that yet, but I'm comfortable saying I can commit to that for them.
What about the substitute husband thing? Like when you got to call in the backup, the new commercials?
Yeah.
Call Peter in there.
Somebody calling in Teddy Bridgewater?
Yeah. Like you can let Michael be your backup for the SAT for your kid?
My favorite one of those is the girl is in the relationship and brings in, I think it's Teddy Bridgewater in that one. I'm not sure. And he goes, "You're not a mechanic. You don't have to fix him." It's not your job to fix him. Bart and Carlin, let's hit the calls here before we get to sideline to sideline. It is Ross in Queens up first this hour on ESPN New York. Ross, how are you, brother?
What's up? What's up, guys? Big fan of the show. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Listen, I know you're trying to reel in some hope for these New York Jets, hopeful, but when you were doing your list of NFL teams that could be in the hunt for Burrow, I think the Rams are a little bit of a sleeper here. Now, let me just kind of give a little conspiracy theory. You're looking at, let's say, Stafford, MVP, Super Bowl, rides off into the sunset. We all know that Les Snead does not care about those picks. Who says they can't breathe life into Joe Burrow's career, bring him over to L.A.?
I mean, I get that. I get where you're coming from with that. They've never been shy about making those kind of moves. The one thing I'd say about Stafford is, Bart, I honestly thought that Stafford was already going to pack it in a couple of times. And he hasn't done that. And I know for a fact that, like, there were a lot of discussions with him and his wife about packing it in a few years back, and it never came to fruition. So I'm just wondering, like, even if he wins another Super Bowl, is that going to be enough where he would just decide, like, I'm good?
I mean, I think that can be his swan song. I mean, I think it's the perfect way to.
It's a perfect way to do it. Yeah,
because he's had a lot of injuries. The elbow, the back. I get that. Where I don't get it is the compensation that it would take. If Sauce went for 2, then they're going to be asking for 3, and they'll much rather be able to give 3 to somebody that can give them 3 immediately, not 3 over 3 years, because they want to try and rebuild. It's going to cost you multiple picks, and do they have the salary?
Rams,
they're going to cost you maybe some of them young, talented defensive players too, or maybe one of those.
The Rams do have the Falcons pick.
Okay.
So that's a top 10 pick this year, plus their own, plus future picks. So I think
because they moved up last year.
Have
Okay.
the wealth.
Okay, so it'd probably take 3. That's an interesting location because one thing we learned this week about Los Angeles is people want to go play there because of the weather, the lifestyle. We talk about people want to come to New York because of everything New York offers. What New York doesn't offer you right now is winning, and this is to be able to take over a team that's winning with 2 dynamic receivers. I'm sure Devontae Adams might hang around if Joe Burrow becomes the quarterback. So I'm with you. That's an intriguing and interesting place because you talk about what place needs a quarterback that has a good team or a good quarterback. The Rams qualifies that.
Yeah.
All right, good talk.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know what I mean?
It's not the worst.
I forgot that they had Atlanta's pick. I didn't know that. I know. So it's 3 teams that have multiple picks this year, right? Is it the Cleveland Browns, it's the Jets, and it's the Los Angeles Rams?
Let me just confirm what you are saying.
I know for a fact, I think, because somebody traded with Cleveland last year, too.
Yes,
So
that
I
was
think
the
that's
Jacksonville to move up to get Travis Hunter.
Right, so I think Cleveland is emboldened, too, to spend. So the Jets aren't the only person that's willing to give up assets to move up in the draft if we think one of these draft picks are that.
Atlanta traded their pick to the Rams. The Jets have the Indianapolis pick. Cleveland has the Jacksonville pick, and the Cowboys have the Green Bay pick. So there's the 4th pick with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Off of the Micah Parsons trade. 800-919-3776. Justin, Floral Park, is up next on ESPN New York. Justin, what's going on?
Happy Friday, guys. How are you?
Good.
You know.
How are we feeling about, listen, it pains me that the Jet game is on, but how do we feel about the Bills-Patriot game on 1 o'clock? Bart, I know.
By the way, I'm sorry. Let me back up a second. One of those 2 picks, don't forget, from the Cowboys goes to the Jets. In 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. They got they got an extra second round this year.
Right. Anyway, go ahead.
Bart, how do we feel about the Bills' chances this weekend? I think the division is probably a long shot. But can the Bills actually make a statement here and smack New England in the mouth? Because I think they can.
I believe so as well. Like I said, I believe that the Patriots are paper champions. They're a good team, and that's all you have to be this year is a good team. It's no great teams. At least the only great teams I've seen is maybe Seattle and maybe the Rams, in the NFL this year. I think a lot of people don't see the Seattle play. So you can be good and still go to the championship. And if not now, Josh Allen didn't win. If you don't have to go through Lamar Jackson, you don't have to go through Joe Burrow, you don't have to go through Patrick Mahomes, the field is only going to get stronger next year. So if you can't win now, who's to say you're going to win then? And the first game, it was 3 turnovers as well, and it still took a field goal to win it at the
end.
And
McDermott was very conservative on that last play, just going for a field goal. And that's the one thing that kills me about McDermott. He does that a ton against Kansas City. You got to go for the touchdown. He showed a lot of aggressiveness against Cincinnati, so I'm hoping that's the way he's going to do it now going forward, because you got Josh Allen on the field. He's like the Michael Jordan out there. Just treat him like that and go for it all the time.
Well, you had
4th and 1, 4th and 2, go for it.
Well, you had to let the Patriots earn your respect first. Right, you like, man, we're not gonna just take no chances against them because they'll jack it off, right? But
that's probably not the way you want to put it.
Oh, my bad. That's an old term. They'll mess it up, right? So it's like one of those things. But now you're like, okay, well, they can actually beat us. Now you have more respect for the Patriots than you had initially because they've been your whooping post for the probably last 5 years.
See, your point about the Patriots, it is
2 teams.
Really staggering when you look at their strength of schedule. And I've brought this up several weeks, but the numbers are still so low.
Yeah.
The strength of schedule, the winning percentage of the schedule they're facing is 377. The next closest in the league is 446. That's the next closest in the league. Closest. So the Patriots being 11-2, look, they're on their way back. They've won 10 straight. They're obviously playing great. However, are they going to be able to beat that really good team?
They've only beat 2 teams with winning records. That's the Bills and that's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What is it going to? And they lost to Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's right, 5 turnovers.
Yeah. What is going to make you believe in the New England Patriots? Is it beating the Bills this week? Like, what makes you believe?
Yeah, I mean, even if they beat the Bills this week, I wouldn't be surprised if Baltimore gets in, or even if the Steelers win it, like that somebody can't walk into Gillette and beat this football team.
So many times we have these teams that have this massive kind of season. We've talked about this with Minnesota quite a bit a couple of years ago, where they're able to put this together, but they're not quite ready. And granted, with Vrabel as the coach, you would have a good feeling that, like, going into next year, they might be ready. But the Jets, right now, they have the Bills. They're in Baltimore. They come to the Jets, and they're home for the Dolphins. Dolphins don't win when it's 40 degrees or below.
Correct.
Just doesn't happen. So there's no reason to think that this is not a team that, if it would go 2-2, would win 13 games or even 14 games if they go 3-1. There's no reason to think that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to knock them out of playing in New England. I just think that it's possible. I think when we see those teams that come out of nowhere, have the huge year, but then they get to the playoffs, maybe just not quite ready.
Somebody's going to be disappointed. Either it's going to be Denver or the Patriots. One of them are going to get knocked off early.
Yeah.
And, I think if I had to bet on somebody, I would bet on maybe Sean Payton, because his team has been in the playoffs last year. So they've learned a lot. And they did okay at first, and then they lost it in the second half. But they came out, Bo Nix threw that big touchdown pass. They were in it. They got experience. They got a coach that, Vrabel's a good coach too. But you got a coach that's kind of been there, done that, and this is his second year implementing what he believes and instilling that into this team.
All right, sideline to sideline. Let's go.
It's going to happen. This is Sideline to Sideline. Go. With Bart and Carlin.
Thomas, Arthur, Edwin, Bauer.
One of those names is right.
Is that true?
Yeah, Thomas.
Thomas, yeah. Okay. What is your middle name?
John.
Thomas John Bauer. Nah, it's not going to be John. We're changing that. Montavious?
St. John.
St. John?
St. John.
I am very saintly.
I knew a guy in high school or in junior high named St. John.
Yeah.
St. John, I forget what his last name was.
St. John.
He's the best basketball player on our 8th grade team.
Aquinas.
No, that's St. Thomas Aquinas. And no, St. John, we used to call him Saint.
Oh, you knew St. Thomas Aquinas?
I did not. I did not.
No.
I knew St. John. It was the best basketball player in my 8th grade.
Yeah.
And we used to call him Saint.
Saint.
Yeah.
That's
good.
dope.
He was the first guy, had the real Jordans.
The real
Jordan.
Not the one where Michael Jordan looked like Kevin Garnett.
No.
The real Jordan.
No, I'm talking about the red, white, and black.
The Jeffries.
The Jeffries. The very first ones. And this is like 8th grade, so that's like 85. So, yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead, Saint.
Thank you. Anyway, before we get on to the news of today, let's take a look back on last night, because you know what? There was a game last night.
I tell you, it's killing me, too. The damn Buccaneers. I was saying at the beginning of the show when you weren't here, I bet them on the over this year, and it's 9.5 now. We got to win out.
Dijon. Like, come on, man. You let Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts has been MIA for years.
Right. He's a free agent. This is the best game he's ever played.
They don't even have Drake London. Come on. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts, speaking of the best night of his career, what was it, 166 yards and 3 touchdowns. Count them, 1, 2, 3.
Trigger 3.
Oh, boy.
I hope if you had him in fantasy, you sat him.
Like everybody has for the past 4 years.
Exactly.
Oh, Yvette. Anyway, the big thing from this, the Buccaneers, they fall to number 2 in the NFC South, which of course means by virtue of the Buccaneers sucking, the Panthers climb into first place of the NFC South. They could very well be hosting a playoff game in a few weeks, of course, because they would automatically get the 4th seed in the NFC. And right now, they'd be slated to go up against the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold revenge game, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Jeez.
Sam Darnold's going against who? The Panthers?
That's right.
It's not a Sam Darnold revenge game.
Yeah. Is this who you left me for? And listen, for them to do that, they had to have a revenge game with Baker Mayfield, because they play him twice in the next 3 weeks. When they spoil Sam's revenge. Listen, Seattle Seahawks might be top 4 team in the league.
I was about to say, can I ask you a question? Are we just not giving them enough respect?
We aren't. Like, they should give more respect because I think at this point Sam Darnold's a better quarterback than Bo Nix, and he's a better quarterback than the Patriots guy.
Drake May?
Drake May, yeah.
I think Sam's better than Drake May.
Look at his numbers. And look at the competition he's going against. And it's the second year in a row we've seen Sam do it with 2 different teams.
Oh, my God. Rich Eisen's everywhere.
Yeah, I saw him on
turned up on First Take.
Yeah, I saw him coming through.
There we go. Anyway,
he's back home.
Next.
I'm coming home.
He was here for the Stuart Scott thing this week.
Yeah.
The Booyah. And I have not watched that yet. I'm looking forward to it.
It's out?
Yeah.
Huh.
They had the debut the other night. That's what he was here for. I think he was hosting it. Anyway, what's next?
All right, next, some Jets news this morning. Their center, Josh Myers, congratulations. He gets an extension from the New York Jets.
3-year deal?
No, 2 years, $11 million. $6 million are guaranteed, of course, running through 2027. That's what sources told Jeremy Fowler and Adam Schefter. Initially, this year, 1 year, $2 million deal. The Jets end up playing him at center, which means Joe Tippmann, he shifted over to right guard for the Jets, and it's worked out for them.
Do you feel like this is the best combination, to have Myers playing center and Tippmann at guard?
No. I think what Myers become is he becomes a very solidly paid emergency swing guy. Because I'm moving Tippmann back to his natural position because I think he's elite there. He's above average. I think he's solid at right guard. But this gives you a swing guy, which Myers was always supposed to be. I don't know. And this is also security for them because they may lose John Simpson because he's a free agent. And who knows if they want to bring back Vera Tucker. Vera Tucker. Yeah, Vera Tucker. Who knows?
Well, they have to make a decision on him.
Right. But, they could get away with him for 1 year. But what they don't want is to maybe lose John Simpson, who maybe the Ravens decide to bring him back because they're struggling with Falele. Out there, maybe they bring him back in the idea of him going back to Baltimore to play with Lamar Jackson is far greater than anything that the Jets can offer as far as who he's blocking for.
Next.
All right. This one's a little bit of a scary one. TJ Watt is in the hospital because of something that happened when he was being evaluated in the Steelers organization on Wednesday. Coach Tomlin, he was experiencing some discomfort when he was at the facility. We took him to the docs, and they're going through some procedures. He stayed overnight in the hospital. He has a lung situation that's being addressed. I think he has some testing and so forth ahead of him this afternoon, being yesterday, and that's all I know at this juncture. His status from Monday night, really up in the air. I think what transpires this afternoon, being yesterday, is going to provide more information for us. Nothing new on this yet.
You'd have to believe that he's not going to play Monday night. Why would you?
I mean, they get an extra day if he's cleared, if it's something they can treat with medication, but you don't mess around with somebody's lungs.
No.
That's something that can be very, very dangerous. I think they let him sit this one out. I don't think who they playing again. I don't think it's a legitimate threat for them. I think this should be a game they win. Who they got? I'm so overloaded being able to get up to say.
The Steelers get Miami on Monday night.
Oh, that's a dangerous game. That's a
Every
very
game is a dangerous game.
But when you look at the Ravens schedule is like probably the hardest schedule left.
Every game for Pittsburgh is a dangerous game.
Yeah, but the thing is, is it in Miami?
It is in Miami.
Okay, so Miami has survived. Miami have to come up in this type of weather.
It's actually in Pittsburgh.
Wait a minute, it's in Pittsburgh?
Oh, yeah.
So I ain't worried about it. Miami can't play anything under 40 degrees.
All right, never mind. Why did I think that was in Miami? They've got that. They've got a trip to see the Lions in Detroit.
Yeah.
They go to Cleveland, and then they close out against the Ravens at home.
Yeah, I mean, that if they lose this one, man, that Lions thing is likely.
I have no idea why I thought that game was in Miami.
They can lose the next two, but then the Ravens can lose two as well.
I should have known this. You know why? Ben's going in the Ring of Honor Monday night. Because I was asked to go to the game.
And you declined?
I politely declined.
Because you was like, it's two people there I absolutely hate.
I would not go to see Ben get in the Ring of Honor. I know they won two Super Bowls.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
I know.
So get used to seeing him
I understand, and I will not be there.
You won't go to his Hall of Fame speech?
No.
That's another Steeler going in.
Absolutely not.
Does the Steeler
When Hines Ward gets in, I'll be there.
Does the Steeler? Well, you might be waiting a long time.
I might be, but he should be in, and you know it. Even though you hate him.
I don't know.
Talk about hate.
The problem is, who is he going to keep out? You got Steve Smith that's going to be coming up before you know it. You got Anquan Bolt. You still got Marvin. You still got Reggie Wayne still waiting to get in. Torrey Holt.
Talk to me about Steve Smith and Hines Ward in the same discussion. Come on now.
First of all, Steve Smith was every bit of a dog as far as how he played. I'm talking about a dog. I'm talking about.
I know.
He was a better receiver though.
Oh, listen, he's a highly skilled receiver. Hines Ward was a damn good receiver and the best blocking receiver probably there's ever been.
Yeah, the best combination of a blocking receiver to actually get yards. There's been some guys that all they did was block.
Yes.
But, yeah, Hines Ward was a formidable foe. The chubby-faced assassin.
Still hate him.
Yeah, he looked like the dude off of that used to have that steel hat from he used to have a steel hat from James Bond.
I know the villain. I can't remember his name now.
That's Hines Ward.
Next.
Maybe Hines Ward will be elected when Phillip Rivers is re-upped for the Hall of Fame in like 10 years from now.
Okay, enough, Tom. Let's go.
I told McCourty today I want a side picture of Phillip Rivers. I need a 3D shot.
Yeah.
I want to see him with. I wonder how quickly.
Stand up like this, like me. Yeah. Get the camera right.
Yeah, get it from the side. I want to see him from the side. Shoulders sloop back. I wonder. Like, I want to see if. I want to know if that's rib cage or not. Listen.
Come out like James the Grim Reaper Roper.
Yeah.
Open up that robe.
Yeah. Great white hype. Now
Get
I'm ready.
the chips and butter brickle ice cream.
Now I'm ready. Wait, not to after my scene. Now I'm pissed off.
Dolomite.
Take my cigarette.
Did you ever see the Eddie remake of Dolomite?
Yes,
it's great.
Amazing.
Oh,
amazing.
so good. So good.
Have you seen the Eddie Murphy documentary?
I'm halfway through it. I'm going to watch the rest of it on this flight.
You didn't watch that straight through?
I didn't because I had something to do the day that I started watching it, but I'm going to watch the rest of it on this flight.
You got In the Days you need to see?
Got a lot of things I need to see. Go ahead.
Anyway, I got one more for you guys right now, and I swear this QB change isn't happening because of poor play and the team just being awful. It's because Geno Smith is hurt for the Las Vegas Raiders. Supposedly, he is day-to-day due to right shoulder and back injuries.
All right, wait, before we answer the question, or before we hear the answer.
Yes.
Who is the Raiders' backup?
Kenny Payback Pickett.
Is that true?
That is correct.
I was asking. I was genuinely asking because I wasn't sure.
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett revenge game.
Go ahead,
against
trade
the Philadelphia
me.
Eagles.
You trade me.
God.
You trade me.
You talk about delusional.
I'm the police.
You talk about
starter.
delusional.
I'm not a backup. I should have been a starter to begin with.
Delusional.
Pete Carroll insisting that this is not performance-based just because of the injury.
Can I ask one other question here? Is this going to be one and done for Pete?
Yeah.
It kind of feels like it.
There's no way that it can't be. And Brady wanted Ben Johnson. Of course, he couldn't get him. But it's going to be some coaches in this thread that you got to do something different if you're the Raiders. You got to do something different. And the fact that he brought in Geno Smith and Geno has played so bad, he's fired Chip Kelly. Why he ever hired Chip Kelly to begin with? Like his staff that he decided to go with was questionable to begin with at best.
Listen, I'm sad about that because I thought it was the right move, but it's just time.
Yeah, you thought he could bring discipline and stuff like that. They've won 2 games.
I thought he'd bring a great energy to them.
Yeah, they've won 2 games. You can't put up with that.
No, can't do it. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Want to remind you that Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 8:30, Nets in Dallas tonight to play the Mavericks. Don't forget tomorrow, NBA Cup action. The Knicks and the Magic in Vegas.
How many they got to win to get to championship?
They got to just win that game. They'll get to the championship, right? Yeah, that's the semifinals.
All they have to do is play 1 game and then a chip?
Are we betting on this? We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
The Knicks are plus 380 to win the championship the last time we looked at it.
Because if they're willing to go to triple overtime, I think OKC will be like, man, y'all can have it.
All right, we'll talk about funding here momentarily. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Let's squeeze in Frank in Staten Island on ESPN New York. Frank, what's going on, baby?
Good afternoon and good morning, gentlemen. I hope everyone's having a great Friday.
How you doing?
Doing good. I was listening to what you said before about possibly trading Burrow for Dart. that's probably a really great idea. I mean, obviously, that first pick will probably have to go with Dart. I'd probably include another one because I assume Burrow's going to want to take Chase with him wherever he goes. So the two seem like lock and step, similar to what Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, it seems virtually impossible to be able to trade for both Burrow and Chase together financially. I don't know how you could possibly make that work.
True. And the other aspect of what you said earlier is, I think no matter what, I think you still have to trade that first pick if the Giants do end up with it to get back as much draft capital as possible to rebuild this team the right way, but not with Joe Shane.
Yeah, I think the Giants would be hard pressed to either get the safety from Ohio State or get the receiver, because the first thing you do when you get a franchise quarterback is build around him and get him weapons. So I mean, you move back and figure out, okay, how many receivers can we live with if we get? Okay, we can take the one from USC, we can take the one from Ohio State. And, if those guys are still available, I'm willing to move back, especially if the team that's picking in front of me has their answers at wide receiver.
If the Giants ended up with Caleb Downs, Mekhi Lemon in a first-round situation because they were able to trade away the picks, that would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Mekhi Lemon is a great player. Oh.
What position does he play?
He's a receiver.
Receiver? Okay. Who's he from?
USC.
Oh, USC.
That's the guy you were talking about.
Who's the guy with the T name?
Tate?
Tate, yeah.
He's the one from Ohio State.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. I don't know how good Tate is, comparatively speaking, because of Jeremiah Smith. I think Tate's pretty good.
Yeah.
He might be a little bit overrated.
He's number 2.
Yeah.
He's the number 2.
Yeah, he might be a little bit overrated. He's going to be a first-round pick. I don't know. I put it this way. I have not heard him compared to Olave or Garrett Wilson when they were there.
And, one thing we do know that Brian Hartline knows how to coach the position. And, when these guys come out, they run routes and their understanding of zone and man are
How about
like
your
veterans.
guy? How about your guy with that taking the South Florida job?
Yeah.
I mean, he was talked about at Penn State.
Yeah,
that's like the greatest thing that could happen to South Florida.
I wonder if Penn State, wonder if Michigan's like, hey, yeah,
maybe.
What's up?
Maybe. That'd be a tough one to take.
All the trades. Coach, my coach.
No, I'm saying for the people at Ohio State, that would be tough to take.
Yeah, I'm saying my coach, Greg Madison, he coached me in Baltimore. He became the defensive coordinator for Michigan, and then he left and became the defensive coordinator for Ohio State. It's
happened plenty of times.
Yeah.
It's definitely happened. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. In moments, the interim coach at Michigan is an interesting cat. Let's put it that way. You're going to want to hear from him, and you will, next on ESPN New York.
Friday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. The show is live from your mother's house in Garden City Park for the annual holiday party. Stop by and see Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from your mother's house at 3.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
FanDuel Friday is turning it up with NBA Happy Hour every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. FanDuel is dropping limited-time specials to get you in the zone. That includes boosts, bonuses, and some surprises, all designed to bring that Friday energy. This isn't just another promo, it's your weekly pregame, so when you're wrapping up the work week, what better way to bring on the weekend than with the NBA Happy Hour? Every Friday, 6 to 7:30 p.m., only on FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. FanDuel is dropping limited-time specials to get you in the zone. That includes boosts, bonuses, and some surprises, all designed to bring that Friday energy. Visit FanDuel.com/Rick to grab your reward before the clock expires. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions do apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino & Associates,
bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah, when someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino and Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
You know, like 1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE. Back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like D'Agostino, law, bite back?
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this holiday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get Netflix, a 5-year price lock, and $100 back, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Hey, it's Michael Kay, talking to you about my friends at PC Richard & Son. They're local, family-owned, and I trust them, and you can too. Right now, save on all holiday gifts for everyone on your list. And with their holiday price guarantee, your price is protected. If the price goes lower from now through December 24th, they will match it. You can't beat it. Plus, you get fast and free delivery. PC Richard & Son, the company you could trust for over 116 years. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports. Not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, jump around. Get up and jump down. Oh, you love this, don't you? You've been to mosh pit. This is a straight mosh pit song.
If they played this at a show, I would go in the mosh pit for this. 100%.
Now the thing is, like when people get in, they start dancing first before people come in. They start freestyling. What's your freestyle dance?
I have no freestyle dance. I just bobble back and forth because that's probably the only thing I'd be
You don't even do
possibly
you don't do
capable
the you don't do the pogo stick. You don't be jumping up and like doing like Tigger.
No, I've tried to jump before. The pogo stick ain't for me.
I desperately would like to be able to do the running man. I can't.
Can't do the running man?
I can't do the running man.
I did.
Let me see it. I'm sure you can. Yeah, I mean, yeah, even you half-assing it, you're doing the running man pretty well. Not bad. Camera, I don't know if camera's picking up your shaking of your ass, but it's still pretty good. See, I would kill. That's just the one dance I would like to be able to do.
You just run and slide back.
I know. This may surprise you. The coordination over here ain't that great.
But your hands and your feet ain't at the same time.
They did have a good shot at your ass. They did.
Hey.
Oh,
sponsored by Ralph Lauren, baby. Let's get that money.
Here's the other thing. Amazon cannot get this thermal underwear here to me in time for tomorrow. That's a problem.
You know what you got to do? Go to Costco. I guarantee they have a whole section of you go to that thing where all the clothes on like a table.
3X. That's a problem.
You got to go to big and tall.
Yeah, no, I'm aware.
Or big. I don't know about tall.
Excuse me. Where's just the big section? I don't need the tall.
I don't care about the inseam.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York audio files. Let's go.
The audio file.
Tom, I'm going to start it first and foremost.
Can't wait.
The Jets have a starting quarterback for this week.
Can't wait.
Brady King. What's his name? Brody King?
Oh, it's Brady Cook, baby.
Brady Cook.
Let cook.
Yahoo. Are you excited about that, Tom?
I'm very excited. I might be more excited about this than Phillip Rivers playing for the Colts.
Why don't you call
Let's
SNY right now and just quit?
Hey, listen. I'm gonna fine them for conduct detrimental.
I'll just remind everybody that Browns Bears is on our air on ESPN New York on 880 and on over on 1050. So by all means, you can check in on that.
Yeah,
your boy will be on that one. So we'll be having fun on that game at least.
I be trying to tell the people like the producers, how in the hell are we doing an hour and 15-minute post game?
Who is it, Gustavo?
Yeah, bro, why are we doing it? Why? We can wrap this up in 30 minutes.
Sponsors.
Play it twice. In case you missed it. Here you go.
Different viewing audience.
Correctamundo.
I wish I could argue with you. I know listen, dude, I did Mets pre and post for 5 years from 09 to 13. If I could have replayed the first 5 minutes of that over and over again, I would have. I would have covered it.
What's the thing? The opening season of The Simpsons?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, on opening day.
Opening
day, and here's the first pitch, and the season's
That's
over.
a Family Guy reference for you.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that was, we don't talk about that a lot around the SNY studios. We had a little incident with that on the air one year. Or maybe that accidentally got played over the air. At the beginning of it did, on opening day.
Oh, that's funny.
After they had just blown a lead. That might have happened. Somebody got it in time where it just...
They only caught a quarter of it.
Where it's just Stewie saying, it's worse than being a Mets fan. And then you just hear opening day, and then they fade it down. Yeah, some people were unjustly punished for that, and others were not punished at all.
Mets fan.
Yeah.
Opening day, and here's the first pitch, and the season's over.
So it really got to the point of the guy saying opening day, and then it came down. And there were people unjustly punished for that, and there were people who were not punished like losing their jobs, but punished. And there were people who were unjustly not punished for that.
Who pointed the finger and not the thumb?
Exactly. Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York. Let's do some audio files. How about it, Tommy?
All right. We already talked plenty about the Falcons and Buccaneers game from last night, but I don't know if you guys heard, but Todd Bowles, he has a little bit of a potty mouth.
It's inexcusable. You don't make excuses. You got to care enough where the hurts. You got to care enough
3,
where the hurts.
4,
It got to mean
5,
something to you. It's more than a job. It's your livelihood.
6.
How well do you know your job? How well do your job? Well, you can't sugarcoat that. It was
7,
inexcusable,
8,
man. There's no answer
9.
for it. There's no excuse for it. That's what you tell them in the locker room. Look in the mirror.
He had double digits in 24 seconds.
One thing I've learned, that when a coach is known for coaching a certain position, that's usually who he's talking to. Now, Baker Mayfield threw a pivotal pick to Alford, right, in that fourth quarter. But to give up 3rd and 28.
Listen, throwing a pick, I think, is different than you're trying to make something happen.
But you didn't have to. You had a 2-point lead. You had a 2-touchdown lead in the fourth quarter. Why are we taking chances?
Yeah.
You have 2 scores.
It's a fair point.
Even if you punt, and they had failed for the 2-point conversion. So they needed 3 possessions.
It's an easy thing to not do.
Yeah. So Baker Mayfield threw a pick, and then he want to act like, yeah, he's right. He might be talking about your ass, too. So, I mean, but the corner played low to high, and we kind of understand why. Bijan Robinson was the guy that was the check down. So if he throws it, instead of throwing it to Stills, if he throws to Bijan still has to run maybe about 5 or 6 yards of yak. But that is a lonely place for a corner to be in the middle of space after how he's made them look. He was responsible for over 150 total yards. So it's one of those things where that's the hole in the defense. And Kirk Cousins threw it right in the Hakeem Nicks hole, right? And, have a better call. Go with a 2-man call. Like where you got help and I don't know. Now the Panthers are in it. And what a great story. What's the better story? I mean, Tampa had all their weapons. So, Mike Evans came back, thought he was done for the year, and had an amazing game. You had Godwin, you had Ibuka, and you still lost.
You're asking me what's the better story?
Yeah.
All right, Carolina's a nice story. I would rather have Tampa.
Carolina has some of the best wins this year. When you look about who they've beaten.
I know. I'm talking about from an excitement factor with Baker. I'd rather see Baker than Carolina play.
You hate Bryce Young that much, huh?
No, I don't. I actually like Bryce Young. I just would rather watch Baker play.
But Tedorola? Tedorola, the receiver?
Oh, Tedorola. Okay. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not going to root against Carolina.
Rico Suave?
I'm just kind of indifferent toward them.
Dear Mother Hubbard, look what's in my cupboard.
Only Vaughn's left in the cupboard. What do you got? Next.
All right, so this one isn't... I'm going to play a few clips here, and it's not necessarily new audio, but there is a new head coach for the University of Michigan football team, and his name is Biff... Chris, you told me... Poggi. I just want to make sure I got that
That's such a Midwest Southern name. Biff?
Biff, named after my favorite character from a franchise I've never seen before.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
Really? You've never seen any of the Back to the Future?
I can say I have not.
Wow.
It's on my watching list, but I have not.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me with contempt, Bart?
You ain't never seen Marty McFly? You never wondered, like, hey, I wonder why Michael J. Fox is so beloved in this country.
I've seen the Johnny B. Good scene, if that makes you feel better.
So now you're watching Cliff Notes. Now you're doing Cliff Notes instead of going in and paying homage and respect to the great Michael J. Fox.
Well, maybe I'll do that someday. At any rate, that's not going to be right now. Biff Poggi.
Tom is he's so cutting and indifferent toward people and apathetic. Maybe someday, but not today.
Keep it real.
Anyway,
hate Michael J. Fox's gut.
Yeah, that's why they call me Saint. At any rate, Biff Poggi. He's got a way with words, and he's very quickly becoming one of my favorite characters whenever he has a press conference, just from some of these things alone. So, this was back in 9/20 after a Michigan game. They won a football game. This is what he had to say.
I'm going to eat some Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream with my wife and smoke a Cuban cigar and then probably go to the hospital.
That was his nightly routine after a win.
That was him filling in for Sharon Moore when he was suspended earlier in the year.
Correct.
Yeah.
That was this year?
That was this year.
I thought that was like a throwback from 15 years ago, like the greatest hits up. This is recent time.
So last year I did Michigan's bowl game at the ReliaQuest Bowl, and I spent some time with him, with Sharon Moore, and with what's the D coordinator's name? Wink Martindale.
Wink.
I'll tell you, that's an entertaining hour right there. Although Moore, like you would not talk to Sharon Moore for 15 minutes and think about this happening. Put it that way.
That's like one of those.
You never know what's percolating beneath the surface.
Just like one of those old jokes that used to start. Okay, we got a Biff, a Wink, and you'd be like,
yeah,
walking a Biff and a Wink walking.
A Biff, a Wink, and a Sharon walk into a bar.
Right.
Well, here's the other thing about Biff Poggi. Dude's a hedge fund millionaire.
What?
Yeah. In 1986, with a $25,000 loan, he started a hedge fund and then transitioned into a career in football. He made millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, and now he's a football coach.
But he's doing this for fun.
Yeah.
Ain't that about him?
How about that?
He don't want to be home that bad. Like, baby, I got to go to work. She's like, no, you don't.
It's called Samuel James Limited is his hedge fund. But, yeah, it's a multi-$100 million fortune.
What they invest in?
I don't have any of the sheets.
Could you imagine him saying, hey, honey, I got to go to work? She's like, no, you don't. You want to go to work.
He invested in spy glasses.
Chauncey,
what a joke.
Yeah, Chauncey sold his house, man.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. At any rate, a few more from Biff, just because he's an entertaining character. A week before his whole nightly routine, he had this to say about his quarterback.
Bryce Underwood, what did you learn about him today?
He might actually be Batman. We need to do a DNA test on him because he could be Batman.
Does he have a mask hidden somewhere?
Yes.
Please make him the head coach permanently.
Well, I'll tell you what. He was a head coach once at the University of Charlotte.
Yep.
And this happened at AAC Media Day back 2 years ago in 2023.
Any other questions for Coach? That's it? 3 questions? Maybe that's because you have us ranked last. That's all what you think of us. So we get that message. Thank you.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. We did play that in audio files 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. Damn. Did they win that year?
I don't believe they did.
They won 3 games that year, but on the bright side, they didn't finish in last.
Yeah, and he left and went to Michigan.
Hey, if you're not first, you're last, Ricky Bobby.
And one more from our friend Biff. He compared his football team playing poorly to, well, you'll hear.
We just have to stop hurting ourselves. I mean, it's very frustrating. When we don't hurt ourselves, we have a decent football team. When we hurt ourselves, we're like watching sausage being made. It's just a horrifying experience. And, look, this is football. For God's sake, just block and tackle people. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't do anything else. Don't talk to anybody. Don't push anybody. I don't care what anybody says. You just do your damn job.
Biff Poggi, national treasure.
That's pretty good.
Why can't we get multiple games of this?
I know. Please hire him.
Right, and let the assistants speak only.
Yeah.
I want to see him as assistants. So the offense looked like they didn't do too well this way. And just hear what he comes up with.
Yeah. Yeah, we sucked, frankly. He'll sound like Todd Bowles did last night.
Sound like a white Kendrick Perkins. My grandma used to always say, when you got 2 beans in a pot, and like, what?
Carry the hell on. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together. During the Mazda More to Move You sales event, lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for $229 a month for 33 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for $239 a month for 33 months. Both with $49.95 due at signing. It's the Mazda More to Move You sales event at Garden City Mazda. At Garden City Mazda, expect the exceptional.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals. No more hunting down parts. No more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain and the letter X.com/AI.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If your car is out of warranty, one major repair bill could wipe you out. Just ask Ludacris.
Car breakdowns can wreck your wallet. Without Endurance, a worn-out timing belt could cost you $1,700. A busted transmission, that's $4,000 easy. An engine meltdown, $7,000. But if you got Endurance, you could never pay out of pocket for a car repair again. With Endurance, your car's most expensive parts are covered. Plus, you pick the mechanic you trust to do the work. With Endurance, your rate stays the same no matter how many claims you file.
If your car is under 20 years old, Endurance has you covered with unlimited miles. Plus, your plan includes 24/7 roadside assistance anywhere in the country. Choose the name Ludacris trusts, Endurance. Right now, get $300 off any plan, plus a year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. For your free quote, call 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958. 800-431-8958.
The city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports. ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
I didn't know they showed the video of you this morning on Get Up intercepting Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, well, the thing was, like, they didn't ask me about, like, if I ever made a play. They asked me if I ever played against him. I was like, yeah, I played against him. And then McCourty showed his interception early in the show, and, like, he went straight 53 yards in a straight line and got forced out by Darren Sproles. I'm like,
Darren Sproles? He's 5'4".
My point. He ran about. So then I was like, I did it. So he was like, so they were trying to figure out, like, well, who did it better? So like my interception, like the return.
You're running all over the field as I'm watching this thing.
Yeah, I hurdled the person right there. I cut back cross field. Yeah. And then we were both 3-0 right there. That was the winner for
you
first
look like
place.
Barry Sanders on returning this thing.
Well, he's my hero.
I know. No, but you were seriously. You look great running that one back.
But they were talking about McCourty, and McCourty was like, yeah, so he had to judge. He's like, yours was better. Then they showed him one in the Cole game where he did. So he was getting blocked by somebody from Kansas City, and he fell on the ground because it was the coldest game. He's like, yeah, that was my last play. Oh boy, like banged his ass to the ground. He gave himself a concussion.
Oh my God! How many picks do you have in your career?
Like 5.
Any of them pick 6?
Nah, I never got in the end zone. It's crazy. I got like
no fumble return for an end zone?
The unique thing for me.
Touchdown?
Nah, the unique thing for me is I probably had more tackles for loss than anybody. I was getting like 13, 18 tackles for loss a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, being 5 yards off the ball to have tackles for loss, I mean, you getting downhill, you getting to business. You know what I mean? So that was something. Himbo always says that he wanted to make a case for me for the Hall of Fame. I'm like, I'm not a Hall of Famer, man. I was Hall of Good. But, he was like, your numbers. And then somebody gave me something for a 5-year stretch. No linebacker other than Patrick Willis was close to me as far as my grades for 5 years. So
see, here's what a just underground jerk Tom is. In my ear, he goes, for the record, 4 interceptions, not 5.
Okay, well, 4. Maybe one.
No, but like Tom,
maybe
it's one interception. The guy played the game.
Maybe one was considered a fumble.
I mean, you might be in mosh pits, but you would die on the football field.
Well, of course I would.
So why are you going to shortchange my guy an interception? Why you got to do that?
How many tackles? How many solos? How many assists?
Solos and assists. 538 solo, 209 assists.
I guarantee you those are wrong numbers too. They probably took over 150 and gave him a Ray.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York on this Friday. We have more coming your way. That sounds like a hell of a tease, doesn't it? We have more. We have Carlin's Corner Table, but you know what you need to start lining up for right now? The frenzy of football.
Not to be confused
with the football frenzy. Ours, no sesame seeds. Frenzy of football, which means you line up your calls. We get to any NFL-related topic that you want, even college if you want, and we will do so in rapid fire. That will begin roughly 12 to 13 minutes from now, but what's more important is that you start getting on the lines before they fill up at 800-919-3776. Bart Carlin on ESPN New York.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
There are small risks in life, like giving a kid a football to play with in the house.
Whoa, watch out for the... Okay.
And then there are big gambles, like giving a kid a lottery ticket. Never gift a lottery ticket to a person under 18. Learn more about how to gift responsibly during the holidays at playresponsiblyny.com. Please gift responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds. Resilience matters. And history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Surprise! Your expenses this month were way higher than you expected! Also, you forgot to renew your website domain and now you're in a bidding war!
You should see the look on your face.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Plus, the fridge died in the break room and now everything smells weird!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Fellas, it's the season to shine, and not just from the holiday lights. Manscaped is here to keep you looking sharp for every holiday party, family photo, and mistletoe moment. The Lawnmower 5, groin and body trimmer, and the Chairman Plus face shaver deliver precision, comfort, and control worthy of Santa's nice list. I've been good and nice. Whether you're tidying up before a big night out or preparing for New Year's Eve, Manscaped has your back. And your face too, to be exact. So gift yourself with some grooming greatness this season, because looking good is the best gift of all. And now you can find Manscaped products at your local Walmart.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
That's right. Noon on Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York app, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page where you can leave your comments. There was a heavily debated topic this morning as to what wrestler I most would consider my doppelganger.
What's a doppelganger?
Like the guy who looks exactly like you. So there's a couple that came out. Big Van Vader.
Yep.
Would be one.
That's close.
Which, by the way, somehow that ended up recently on my algorithm on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of that guy because apparently he was incredibly unsafe
to
wrestle with.
Yeah. They
like
hate
he
guys
broke
like
somebody's
that, get people hurt.
Yeah, he broke somebody's neck, and he felt awful about it. It's not like he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
He just wasn't good at it.
People hate the hacks because he was big, and you know what I mean. You got to take care of people when you got him in suplexes, got him in the air, DDT. Even when you do the tombstone, you got to pinch their head before it gets to your knee. So actually, your knees hit, and it stops their head from coming down and hitting your neck.
Right, and how
he was a hack. They called it a hack.
And how Hogan was such a wuss because he actually took the tombstone one time and said, "Oh, brother, you got me," but he didn't.
Yeah.
You can see there's like 4 inches between the floor or between the floor and his head.
Yeah, and they used to talk about how like Andre the Giant hated Macho Man, and he's like, "Big fella, just want to know how you're going to do it today." He's like, "No grease." He tell him no grease.
No oil.
Yeah, just put on oil. He's like, take the big hands and like just smack him. Then he's like, how Andre the Giant hated Big John Studd because Big John Studd used to try to act like he was the Giant. And like before, Andre the Giant was the only person to step over the top rope. And Big John Studd started doing it. He said they got a wrestling match. And Big John Studd was her mother. He's going to kill me. He was beating him from pillar to post, just smacking the hell out of him. He's gonna kill me.
So I got that. I got
King Kong Bundy.
I got King Kong Bundy
because he never grew like his facial hair. But if you ever see him, I think he did some acting a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't know what his range was.
You could be Bam Bam Bigelow.
I'd have to paint the flames on the side of my head.
Yeah, but see what you saying look like, you got to look past the aesthetics of what he
and then
has.
the last thing I would get would be Butterbean, but he wasn't a wrestler. He was a boxer.
Yeah.
And then I sound...
Butterbean might be the closest.
I sound like Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Like, I get that a lot, and I don't know what it is about your own voice. I don't hear it.
Yeah.
I don't hear it.
You know what I would love? For like Halloween, get like a tape on or glue on ponytail and put it in the back of your head to be Paul Heyman.
Be the old Paul Heyman and get like the old cell phone. Paul E. Dangerously.
Yes, Paul E. Dangerously, baby. Legion of Doom. Whoa.
Well, he wasn't with them. Who was the guy? Paul Ellering was
Paul
the guy
Ellering,
with.
that's
Yeah,
Paul Ellering, yeah.
He was the guy with the Legion of Doom. Anyway, one other thing I want to hit on that real quick. Tomorrow night, Saturday night's main event, John Cena's final match. You gonna watch that?
They did it on a Sunday night?
Saturday night's main event, yeah. You gonna watch that?
Yeah. I'm not the biggest John Cena fan.
Why not?
Like the Vanilla Ice of it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Even though he was
a good dude.
Yeah, good dude. I mean, you talk about he was a power lifter, man. He's like, I just don't. I like him better as an actor than I do as.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny. Like in the kids movie, it's funny. The real conversation: who's the best actor out of all of them? And I think it might be Batista.
Batista's not bad.
He's got more depth.
He's
in,
not a bad. He was in one of those Knives Out movies. He was very good in that.
Then he was in the one where like the cabin or something. It was real creepy. Movie.
Yeah.
And he had to kill himself.
Yep. Not bad.
The Rock is the same. Rock and Ice Cube are the same person in every movie.
Rock can't.
Why are you doing all these stakes on this plane?
Rock did the Smashing Machine movie, trying to get his Oscar.
It was the worst movie ever. Like as far as ratings, like it got the
tomatoes,
the Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah,
Rotten Tomatoes.
Nobody went to see it either.
No,
but it's still a movie about being an athlete, though. You know what I mean? So it's still in his genre. It's not like he stepped out.
I mean, listen. We all want a lot of different things. We all want to prove everything that we can do. Just stick to what you're good at. And Rock is good at being a superhero, type guy or
football coach,
a lead or
spy, cop.
What was that? Cop. What was that movie? San Andreas, when they had the earthquakes out west. He was good in that.
And the one with the monkey, George. It was a white gorilla that got super big. It was Rampage or something like that.
I didn't see that one.
No, a lot of people didn't, but it was okay.
Point is, like he was
good at Central Intelligence. It seems like all his movies are with Kevin Hart. Half of them.
He's good at the beginning of the
Jumanji.
He was good at the beginning of the other guys.
And I didn't listen. I really wanted to see Black Adam versus Superman. I wanted to see part 2 of that.
So you're not going to go out of your way to watch Cena tomorrow night?
Yeah,
I might. And I'm not even the biggest wrestling fan now.
So you can wave to the crowd like goodbyes.
No, it's not even that. It's just it feels to me like everything that I have seen from him is that he has tried to really enjoy this farewell tour and try some different things along the way.
I mean, it's amazing that he got a farewell tour. A lot of guys didn't. I don't think Bret Hart didn't get a farewell tour.
You know what's funny is that earlier this year, on Saturday night's main event, Goldberg had his last match.
Oh, he was upset.
And he got all pissed off because it went right up to 11.
Right.
And they had to get to the local news, so they cut it off.
Yeah, he got mad.
Hey, Goldberg.
Like, bro,
dial it back.
You're a marginal wrestler at best.
Yeah, and they pumped you up as – talk about a guy that nobody wanted to work with because he couldn't do it.
He was a hack, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, like, a little self-importance there.
Yeah, he was a hack, and like he got blew up with the whole record and the streak and all that stuff.
Yeah,
you're no Undertaker or Mean Mark Ellis.
No,
like those are guys. Like he was just a hack, and they were letting him win. And I didn't get the stick.
I saw one the other
day.
Dude
came out in black tights, and that was it. There's like nothing to him.
The other thing, I didn't even know this the other day, and I know I'm going too deep into wrestling now, but the problem is my algorithm is mixed in wrestling, dogs, like that right now.
Oh.
So I never knew this. Before Mean Mark Callis, he was known as he wrestled in the Sportatorium, known as Texas Red with a mask on.
Yeah.
I never had seen that before.
Name. And then his brother, they had the whole brother thing.
And Paul Bearer was Percival Pringle before he was Paul Bearer.
Oh, I remember
Percy Pringle as a manager. Yeah, that's him.
Oh man,
that's him.
Like Jimmy, I don't think Jimmy Hart ever did anything. Like, see, that's what I used to love. I used to love the managers, Mr. Fuji, Bobby the Brain,
Heenan,
classy Eddie Blatt,
classy Freddie Blassie.
Yeah.
Bobby the Brain Heenan was the best commentator ever.
Yeah,
by far. It's not even close.
So witty, so smart.
Yeah. No question. Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. The thing is that Cena is a legit good guy.
Yeah.
And I would like to see him have his moment tomorrow night. That's all.
Where does he rank? Like it's hard to say top 5. I feel like you have to separate eras. You got to separate like the Bruno Sammartino, Andre the Giant, early, the Iron Sheik. I feel Iron Sheik, you put him in the past because it's been so much. It's been
Cena's
so long.
such a good guy that he's going to be in the top 10. I don't know that I'm going to have him in the top 5 of all time. He did more Make-A-Wishes than anybody.
Yeah. I mean, like I would put him there. Like, is he better than Stone Cold? Is he better than The Rock? Is he better than The Undertaker? Shawn Michaels?
No. Like there was a period like 10 years ago where they were so sick of Cena.
Yeah.
Like where they were like booing him.
He never changed his stick.
Yeah.
Like, he was still the same. Like, ding, ding, ding,
Even
ding,
the
ding,
Undertaker changed the stick.
Yeah, it was different variations. Me, Mark Ellery. And then it was different variations. You got the Undertaker on the motorcycle. You got the Undertaker that's the actual pallbearer. You know what I mean? Like, you had the real one.
Yeah.
You know, so even he switched it up. It was just like, yo, Cena, you've been the same person, but like, it's like if Shawn Michaels tried to be like he was with Marty Jannetty with the Rockers.
Oh God.
Like, bro, if you don't get this Sting, like if Sting would have stayed with the Streamers, like, bro, man, if you don't get this Tropic Thunder Paradise crap out of here, man. The Streamers and the light pants and the bleached blonde hair, like,
oh
bro,
my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you stay around, listen, like they say, either die the hero or live around long enough to see yourself become the villain. And, you know, he went away, he did movies, and I think he had such success there that people were willing to come back and say goodbye because it was unexpected.
I got people asking, like, how did we get into talking about this? Blame the guy who thinks Carlin looks like Van Vader. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. In just 4 minutes, it is the frenzy of football. I would advise that you load up the calls right now at 800-919-3776. You might be familiar with the football frenzy that was ripped off from us by the morning show, where they just take your calls in very quick order and get your one question in, and they do it, frankly, disrespectfully. Us, we do it respectfully. That's what we do. It's a little bit different. Just know that. Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York at 800-919-3776. That begins here in 3 minutes. We've spent a lot of the show speaking more of the Burrow discussion and just the fact that there are three different things to really consider here. Number one would be, where would he really want to go from places where there is an opportunity to be the starting quarterback and to win, not to be the starting quarterback. He's obviously going to be that wherever he goes, but to win. And when you go down the list of organizations, when you say, why would he go to the Jets? You can go up and down the list of organizations. There are plenty of bad organizations, and generally the majority of them do not have quarterbacks right now. So you have to try to pick a place where you could potentially turn it around. And for Burrow, you can't tell me that, like, he'd rather be the Dolphins quarterback or the Raiders quarterback. There's a whole list of teams, you know, that would certainly be interested in him and certainly be interested in upgrading. But is he going to go there and try to win there? Whereas, no matter what you want to say, I'm not going to try to sell you that the Jets are a better organization than others, but they're at the least on par with how bad some of the other ones are.
Yeah, I mean, but you have to ask yourself, like, what places that would Cincinnati even send him? They wouldn't send him in Ohio. They damn sure ain't send him within the division. You know, and I think the Jets is as good of a place as any. And, you know, he's going to have to come here and maybe say, hey, I want to play with this guy, this receiver, and things of that sort. But if it's only cost you 3 first-round draft picks, you know, the 2 this year, or maybe you take, you know, you keep one for yourself so you got somebody good for him here. Like, you go get him the best lineman so you can't say, hey, you know, I need an outstanding guard or something like that to protect him, because part of the reason why football isn't fun to him is because he's been sacked more than anybody since Andrew Luck. You know, even David Carr looking like, damn, get up, like, protect him. You know, so, you know, you can't, a guy like Burrow, 29 years old, it really secures that the Jets will have their quarterback for at least 6 to 7 years.
And it also begs the question about who is most equipped to deal with Cincinnati, because if they are actually going to trade away somebody like Joe Burrow, they have to come away with an awful lot in return for him.
Yeah.
And when you looked at what teams are equipped with, like, let's say the Cowboys were actually interested in doing it and moving on from Dak and making Joe Burrow their guy. Well, first of all, Dak's played incredibly well. If you put Dak in a deal for Burrow, that gives Cincinnati a quarterback right back.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at the Jets, you've got a ton of picks to work with, and it can quickly become a more palatable situation.
Yeah, the thing about that in your Dallas Cowboys scenario is that they'll still have the same troubles protecting for Dak Prescott as they do for Joe Burrow. It's not that Joe Burrow's an immobile quarterback. It's the fact that they can't figure out how to get this offensive line right. So for me, Like, it's about what happens when you trade him. You want to get a cheap quarterback so you can have the assets to go out or a rookie quarterback that you can draft, and that's going to be on a cheap scale because you want it to be cheap as well, and you want to be able to build with those draft picks to build protection around them.
All right, 1 minute to the frenzy of football. Bart, last part. Are the Bengals actually going to move past their stubborn reputation and eventually do that at some point? Because we have seen the way they have handled other quarterbacks. Carson Palmer had to retire.
Yeah.
And we saw what they did with Trey Hendrickson earlier this year.
But they finally got it figured out with Hugh Jackson, right? Hugh Jackson was a family member. He was their coordinator, and he was saying, hey, give me Carson Palmer. He wants to leave. He's retired. Give him to me, and we'll give you 2 first-round draft picks. So, I mean, they still found a way to make it happen. So, I think, listen, if Joe Burrow says, I don't want to play here anymore, like, I'm sure they'll be upset because they bend it to his will, paying T. Higgins when maybe they thought they wasn't going to pay 2 receivers that type of money. And they're saying, you got to own some of this, Joe Burrow. But, I mean, 3 first-round draft picks is a lot of equity to get your quarterback, Mendoza, Moore, this year.
All right, you ready?
Let's do it. The frenzy of football, or the football of frenzy.
Hit it.
Did you hear the new segment on Bart and Carlin on Friday?
They have the football frenzy.
They have the football frenzy. We have the frenzy of football.
Yes. They're saying the segment's so good, we want a piece of it.
Yes.
It's the same.
They got the golden arches. Mine is the golden arcs.
But different.
They use a sesame seed bun. My buns have no seed.
Listen, I can't remember who ripped off what from who, okay?
Yeah.
These ideas are all out in the air, and all I know is we've been doing this, it's got to be for 5 years now. Something like that.
Seems like a half a decade to me.
So let's get to it. Chuck in Jersey. Frenzy of football, Chuck.
My frenzy is, why does Justin Herbert not get the same love that every other big-time quarterback gets, like a Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow has 2 $40 million receivers, and Justin Herbert hasn't had the same weapons. He hasn't had the same coaching. He played under Staley for so many years, which is horrible coaching. They don't give him no respect, and I don't know why.
Well, they didn't give him respect because he was up a couple of he puts all the numbers up. Nobody outside of Patrick Mahomes has more numbers than him in the first 5 years. But
he also blew a playoff game.
He blew a playoff game to Lawrence when he was up by 4 scores. So until he wins something, he's just been potential. They want to see him win something. The same thing about Jordan Love as well. Like, now he doesn't have the weapons that he had before. But he had a prime Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. So he had the receivers. He just wasn't able to come through.
Ed, Newark. Frenzy of football.
Hey, how's it going? This is a Michigan question, their head coaching vacancy. Obviously, I've got 5 candidates. Would like to hear your take on these 5, and I'll put them in order of preference. Kalen DeBoer, head coach, Alabama. Jesse Minter, defensive coordinator, the Chargers. Bryant Haynes, defensive coordinator for Indiana. I'd love to have Kurt Cignetti, but the chances of him leaving Indiana, I don't know. What's that? 3. Brian Kelly, no way. Chip Kelly. Matt Patricia. That would be, that's an interesting former head coach experience.
Matt Patricia.
In the Lions, yeah.
Man.
He's the Ohio State defensive coordinator right now. I would not go down that road.
Let him be the head guy.
Let's be honest, okay?
Jerkaroni.
The guy just got a massive contract extension. But this is Michigan. They right now should be going and pounding on Kurt Cignetti's door. They should be begging Kurt Cignetti to come to Michigan. With what he's done at Indiana.
It's tough. He's at the playoff. He's in the
playoff, I know.
So to
that
get
doesn't
him
mean
now,
you can't talk about it.
Yeah.
They would be nuts not to be trying to make that happen. And I know there's buyouts and all that crap. I mean, we're talking about Michigan here.
Yeah,
Michigan can make that happen.
Who's the big donor that used to own the Dolphins that's from there? My boy works for him. He runs the endowment.
Isn't Stephen Ross?
Stephen Ross.
Yeah.
Stephen Ross.
He still owns the Dolphins, yeah.
Stephen Ross.
I mean, Michigan's got everybody. They've got all the big donors that you would want, and they've got the number 1 quarterback out of last year.
I wonder, you think they might go with somebody safe like Brian Shaw.
Brian Shaw.
He's a receiver coach for Indianapolis, but he used to be at Stanford. Remember?
Oh, David Shaw.
Oh, David Shaw.
Okay.
And he was on the
Brian
coaching
Shaw
staff.
played point guard for the Celtics.
You know what's crazy about that? He was the receivers coach for me at the Ravens.
Really?
I didn't know his name there.
David Shaw. Smart guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they'll go that route. I don't know. They have to
go to somebody that they can trust that's not going to embarrass the organization.
That's very true. Dave, Carphone, next. ESPN New York. Dave, Prince of Football.
It's a philosophical question. I just read an article that when the Vikings were in all their Super Bowls, they never practiced 2 weeks prior to the Super Bowl when they had Fran Tarkenton. So just hold that thought. Then you have the Michigan State and Michigan coaches. You have Joe Paterno's scandal from years ago. My question is this. Philosophically, keeping things in-house in the locker room, do organizations, especially in football, have to button up and manage what's going on internally so that the sport doesn't suffer the way it suffered in those instances?
If your point is simply, if Michigan was in the college football playoff right now,
we would never heard of it.
You would have not heard of what's going on. That's very clear.
You want to know why? Because history is written by the winners.
And you might hear about it down the road when they start losing again.
Yeah.
But, you hear all these different stories about it. Right now, it's an ugly story. I mean, the reports are out there
he's still locked
that
up,
he
right?
legit, yes, he is. And he's in protective custody because he allegedly broke into the staffer's house with a knife.
How the hell you break
threatened
into a house?
to kill her and himself. These are the allegations. Now, they haven't filed charges against him yet, but because he was going to be a harm to himself, that's why you end up in protective custody.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a horrible story. Now, if you're talking about why that happened now, well, they completed their investigation and they were ready to move on. But given what we know about Michigan's history, or really anybody in college football, let's be real. If they were in the playoff, this would not have come out now.
No, not at all. They would have.
And it's horrible. It's horrible to even think that's the case.
I'm still trying to figure out who told. Did she report it? She had just taken a raise. She had already taken a raise.
But I think what had happened was she went from $58,000 a year to $90,000.
Right.
Like almost doubled her salary. Then, when there were questions that were starting to be asked, he fired her. So when that happened, that's when she went. Now, these are, again, just accounts of what happened. This is not anything official. I want to be very clear on that. These are just things that I have read from credible places. So if he fired her and then she brought it to everybody's attention and now it's happening, listen, however this all went down, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Would it have gone down this way if Michigan was in the college football playoff, or if any school that was going through this was in the college football playoff? We all know the answer is no.
Of
you
course.
know that. Of course. And it's deplorable, but it's true. Rob.
Reality. We all grown ups listening here. We know how the world works.
Robin Lindbrook is next on ESPN New York. Football Frenzy. No, Frenzy of Football.
What's up, guys? The
What you got?
Bengals are going to win the division.
The Bengals are winning the division.
They're 4-9.
They're going to win at 8 and 9.
They're going to win.
They're
gonna
4-9.
Win Pittsburgh and Baltimore are terrible.
They are 4-9.
They're going to make a run in the playoffs.
They
are 4-9.
They're 4 games below 500 with 4 to go. They can't even finish 500. Wow.
I think that caller broke Chris.
They're going to win. Even Joe Burrow knows they're not going to win a division. They had no room for error.
I think I just blacked out.
They're not mathematically eliminated, right? What's the percentage? Is it like 0.5%?
They're not mathematically eliminated.
I will tell you the percentage when I can find it.
They are 4-9.
4-9. All of a sudden, they're going to run the table. Quarterback. Wow.
4-9.
They are the last place team in the AFC in 12th right now. They are the only team in front of everybody else in the AFC that is not eliminated yet at 4-9.
Seriously, like, I feel like I almost forced my head into a seizure right there. Amtrak Kev, bring me back.
Hey, what's up, Bart? What's up, Carlin? Listen, quarterback, the door for a third or fourth rounder, unless they're not really sold on one of these college guys, keep their hand on the Tyler situation, and then, build the team through the draft.
The only thing I can imagine about Shedeur getting traded, the only way that actually happens, is if he does not play as well down the stretch of the season, and they are going to go and draft a quarterback.
I mean, listen, if he plays well here, and this is one of our topics on Get Up this morning, like, if he plays well, he's going to play against some really tough opponents. But they're a live dog with that defense in that cold weather. But if he plays well, it has to be a conversation. But people believe that if Dante Moore is still there, if he plays well but they lose, if Mendoza's there, remember, they have 2 first-round draft picks too. They're trying to get from underneath the Deshaun Watson nightmare, and Shedeur could be probably used as a trade chip.
The Bengals officially have a 1% chance of making the playoffs.
What's the chance of winning the lottery?
1 in like 250 million, something like that.
I'll take those odds over the Bengals.
Dave in Huntington. Frenzy of football.
There's nothing frenzy about this segment that even resembles a frenzy. But nonetheless,
all right,
I
jerk.
need to know your prediction. Who wins the NFC North?
The Packers. Packers are going to win the NFC North. You know what's
the
amazing?
Lions lost Brian Branch.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
And the Bears.
How about the Bears? You know what's amazing about the Bears this weekend? The Bears, at the end of this weekend, could be the number 1 seed, or they could be out of the playoffs altogether.
Yeah. I told you I'd have had the Bears making the playoffs.
They're at the number 8 seed at the end of this weekend if they actually lost.
And listen, nobody can ugly a game up like Cleveland. They're tough to score on. So you're going to have to bring your A game because they're not going to falter. They're not going to – all that tough running that they do ain't going to – they play the Ravens run game with Derrick Henry and all those guys. They ain't going to be afraid of that.
I'm going to frenzy up 1 or 2 more here. Eric in Woodbridge. Eric, what do you got? Frenzy me.
Hey, what's going on? Carlin, Bart, first time New Jersey. Hey, I seen you guys down at the Beach Bash as well.
Appreciate that.
Hey, what's up with my Cowboys, man? Are we gonna be able to run the table, Bart?
I think there's no doubt about it that you run the table. The question is, will other people cooperate to be able to let you guys in? I think you guys still have an 8% chance. Who knows what's going on with in the hunt? But I think they win, but it was going to come back to haunt them. It's the loss to the Panthers and the loss to the Arizona Cardinals. But I definitely think they're a live dog to be able to run the table, especially this week. I know McCarthy had a better day last week, but he's not a great quarterback, and Justin Jefferson is really struggling with him as this person. We don't even have Justin Jefferson in the top 10 as far as any statistics this year.
6-1, Minnesota, then Los Angeles as in the Chargers, at Washington, at the Giants.
Yeah.
You can win that. You can win out, finish 10-6-1, and then it's do they make the playoffs.
Yeah, Chargers can't protect anybody.
Last one. Roy Patterson. Roy, frenzy me.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We all know that this college football draft class is weak with basically just Mendoza and anybody else. So my question to you guys is whether or not the Jets should turn around and go ahead and trade multiple choices and multiple draft picks in order to try to get to number 1 and take this guy, maybe with the Giants. And number 2, would the Cleveland Browns, after taking Shedeur Sanders and knowing that they got something with much more potential than even Mendoza, would they be willing to go ahead and keep him and not waste a quarterback draft pick in 2026? Thank you.
Listen, I don't know if Cleveland is going to go and trade Sanders. I think that all depends on how he plays here the last few weeks.
Yeah,
if he plays well, you cannot justify trading him.
Yeah, that's true. But that still doesn't make them think that they have a franchise quarterback.
No, but
they can keep him on. But then you try and figure out, okay, how do we move how do we move Deshaun Watson and maybe eat most of that deal and give him away for somebody that might want to give Deshaun Watson another chance, right? So you think about places like Arizona, right? You think about places that was trying to trade for him before in New Orleans, that was in the running for him when he was up before.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think that's pretty much the case. So it'd be interesting to see how this works out, how they play it. But it's based on what Shedeur does against this good competition. He's playing against a team that's trying to stay in the playoffs and still trying to win a division all at the same time.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. In moments, we will get to Carlin's Corner Table. That is next. I'm pointing at you, you son of a mother.
And you're pointing at me.
And I'm telling you, you go to break.
Friday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. The show is live from your mother's house in Garden City Park for the annual holiday party. Stop by and see Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from your mother's house at 3.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together. During the Mazda More to Move You sales event, lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5 for $229 a month for 33 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for $239 a month for 33 months. Both with $49.95 due at signing. It's the Mazda More to Move You sales event at Garden City Mazda. At Garden City Mazda, expect the exceptional.
Listen up, football fans. You never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals. No more hunting down parts. No more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain and the letter x.com/AI.
There's nothing like the holiday season. It's a time to give, to share, and to bring a little extra joy to the people we love. Whether it's wrapping that perfect gift, traveling to see family, or planning something special, it all starts with a little saving and smart spending. And Navy Federal Credit Union is here to help make that possible. With the Cash Rewards and Cash Rewards Plus cards, you could earn a $250 cash bonus when you spend $2,500 in the first 90 days. Offer ends January 1st, 2026. There's more. Get 2% unlimited cash back with these cards, so every festive coffee run, stocking stuffer, and grocery trip brings a little more cheer. Whether you're a veteran of the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Space Force, or Coast Guard, you and your family can become members. Start your season of giving on the right note. Join now at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Cashback terms and conditions apply. Visit NavyFederal.org/cash rewards for more information.
What you know about that, Shane?
I know my dad used to play this all the time when we were heading to the beach. It
Like
would always
Happy
be
Days.
it'd be this and Jimmy Buffett.
Rock around the clock tonight. 3 and 4. You he used to play it all the time. You don't know none of the words, Tom?
No.
Come
No.
on, Shane.
Come on, man.
Oh, you got it. Rocco.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, in roughly 60 seconds. Another edition of Carlin's Corner Table. Bart, though, is here with a little word from our friends at Samwell.
Yes, friends, it's football season. It's the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live that way. There's help. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication, just precise non-surgical image-guided procedures that delivers real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that is customized for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close, so you don't have to let pain keep you down on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief but closer than you think, and it starts today.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. Do not forget, coming up at 1 o'clock, it is the Michael Kay Show, and it is live from your mother's house out on Long Island in Garden City Park for the ESPN New York holiday party. It's the Michael Kay Show, and Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg bringing the holiday cheer at your mother's house in Garden City Park, again collecting unwrapped toy donations this year to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation. It all begins half hour from now, going on all day long. Be there at your mother's house. For more information and to purchase VIP access, check out the ESPN New York app. It is brought to you by Amazon Pickup, Security Dodge, and Spiked Aid, made for big city social stamina. It is all coming up this afternoon with Michael beginning at 1 o'clock, and then Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg shortly thereafter. Right now, we've been aside for a few weeks. There will be no video part of this, but it is time for Carlin's Corner 2. I had some bacon.
Chris Carlin likes food.
I don't like food. I love it.
Chris Carlin has opinions on food.
You call yourselves the Burger King, you're a disgrace.
It's Carlin's Corner Table.
I never had the hot dog meat until now.
I don't know why that made me laugh this time.
I want to preface this by saying everybody has a bad day, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has a bad day.
All been there.
Yeah. Bart, there is a place that has been in my heart for a really long time because I grew up in high school going to this place, and I recently paid a visit back to it for the first time in what easily has to be 30 years. And it is the Summit Diner in Summit, New Jersey, One Union Place.
Oh, I remember you told me about that place.
Yes, it is right next to...
Where you had your first kiss?
No.
Oh.
Right next to the train station. I didn't have that till I was 31. At any rate, the Summit Diner is right next to the Summit train station, and it is shaped like an old train car. And it is a very small diner. There's probably only 10, 12 tables.
Oh, wow.
And then there are the stools right at the, sitting at the counter.
Is this the place with the real good pancakes?
They have it. No, that's a different place in Summit. That's the greatest pancakes in the world place. I know the place you're talking about. That's on Route 24. Anyway, this is at One Union Place in Summit, New Jersey. And I went recently on a Saturday morning, which might have been my first mistake in this. Now, the Summit Diner was always very, very good, very cheap, very hole-in-the-wall type place, my favorite kind of place. I walked in. I would say 8 of the 10 tables were empty. It was 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
First things first, this happens at diners, and y'all know what I'm talking about. If it's a party of 1 or 2,
yeah,
they will always try to force you toward the counter or toward the small booths.
Or by the bathroom.
Right. So when I walk in, and there are 8 tables open, and you're going to tell me, no, singles only at the counter, strike one. Now, I know it's 8 o'clock Saturday morning. It probably is going to get busy, and it got busier. But at the moment I walked in a diner where it's going to take 20 minutes to eat, let me sit down at the table.
Yeah.
Did not let me sit down at the table. Strike one. Strike two. I sit down, looking at the menu, asked for one thing changed on the menu. I was getting some egg. My standard breakfast order is the following. Egg whites, to pretend like I'm doing something good. Then it goes into some home fries. I love them burned, really well done.
Crispy.
Bacon.
Of course, bacon.
We know I love bacon.
It's in this promo.
Exactly.
Some bacon.
And some rye toast. I like rye toast.
Healthy carbs.
Sure. That's what I was telling myself. Plate comes. Strike one on the plate. When I ask for something well done and it comes back and it's barely been cooked, we got a problem. And I am not somebody, knowing very well that living in the state of New Jersey, what you are risking when you say this, who would send back food and say, this is not well done enough.
I was getting nervous with that, yeah.
So I did not do that, but I was not happy that it was not cooked to my pleasure. Did it taste poor? No, it didn't taste poor. It had a nice greasy spoon feel to it. Egg whites were fine. Toast, little stale. You know,
how can toast be stale?
We go because
I toasted it 2 days before.
No. Here's how the toast can be stale. Places will take their stale bread and they will hold them for the toast. And then put them in like a day or two later, and they will think, it's toasted. You're not going to be able to tell the difference if it's stale. Ooh. Well, guess what, MFer? I can tell the difference whether or not it's stale.
You're a pro.
Yeah.
You ain't no amateur doing
Don't
this.
try slipping your little curveball past me. I'm a big boy. I'm a man. I'm 40. So the toast was a little stale. Coffee, solid. Very solid coffee.
Solid coffee.
Service, nothing to write home about. And it's not even like one of those places where you'd want them to be kind of a jerk to you. You know? It was a guy at the counter, and the guy here's what the problem was. When it's a party of one, he knows that tip is limited.
Yeah.
And
because the service is limited.
But I genuinely overtip, usually.
Just extra movers.
Exactly.
They pay for a tuition.
Oh. Exactly. I generally overtip. And then the egg whites, and then there was the bacon, which the bacon was fine. It wasn't cooked enough. Here's the thing. The diner is a tough experience in New Jersey. You really have to have all of your things in order.
Especially in Jersey. Jersey is known for diners.
Exactly.
More diners than any other place in the country. You got to have competition.
Got to have the ducks in a row here. Summit Diner, which I loved as a high schooler and would go there quite often, it's fallen off. Plus, it's it doesn't quite have the charm. It has more of the dingy old place.
Yeah.
We're going to Carlin. It's rough. Just me telling you the truth.
But what about the nostalgia of what it used to be?
Still there. I can think about what it used to be.
You think you should give them another chance and maybe go back again and see if you get a different cook?
And that's
different days, different cook.
This is why I started it with everybody has a bad day.
Yeah, okay.
All right? This visit.
Carlin and Merciful.
This visit was a to Carlin visit. I am going to go back.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell them when I'm going to go back. I don't think they care or they would spit in my food anyway. But I will go back. We will give it another opportunity. We give them a chance to redeem themselves. But Bart, you know me. I am not going to blow smoke just to blow smoke. This is about the truth.
Yeah. You sound like Bill Cosby a little bit right there. It's about the I can't even do it.
Why would you say that?
Well, listen, Eddie Murphy did on his documentary, you can still quote.
I would like to talk to you
about the bacon. Now, I asked for extra crispy. I got it greasy. I got a bend, no snap in the bacon. And I wonder why you would bring this out to me.
I brought you into this world. I can take you out. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
1-877 cars for kids. kids. 1-877-CARDS for kids. Donate your card today.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS Cars for kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back. I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
New York Presbyterian treats more heart patients than any other hospital in New York. From common to complex conditions, our cardiologists and heart surgeons are pioneers in advanced heart care, leading the way in minimally invasive treatments for faster recovery times. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital based on U.S. News and World Report 2025 to 2026 Cardiology, Heart, and Vascular Surgery Rankings.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway sales event and get away with a deal so right, it almost feels wrong. Because right now, you can get a great deal on our most popular models, including our adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe and Santa Fe Hybrid models. There's also our bold and stylish Elantra, packed with all the latest tech. Or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6. So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with an awesome deal only during the Hyundai Getaway sales event. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team.
Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now, ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 2, 3, go. Hey. Just got paid Friday night. Party's jumping. Feel all right. Party's shaking. Dance to the beat. No one thing. Ow. I just got the words right here. I've been singing it wrong all along. But it's all good. Party's jumping.
I thought you had the booty shaking.
Feels all right. Checking the mirror. I'm looking fine. Round up the posse. Jump in my ride. Rockin' Rudy. Monster Jam. Feel the rhythm. Pump that thing. See, I got more verses, baby. I got the whole thing in front of me.
Well
but listen,
done.
The reality is, it's Friday, guys. We've made it through an entire week again. It's been a pleasure for me and Carlin to serve you, and we hope that you've entertained, and I hope we got you through your commutes and made you laugh a little bit this week. It's almost the Christmas season. It's almost Christmas 2 weeks away. If you haven't picked up that tree or lit those lights or put the candy canes on it, man, quit stalling. Get it done.
You know what I hated as a kid? My family had this tradition, and I could not stand it. Did not put the tree up until Christmas Eve.
Oh, hell no. That is too much to do.
Yeah.
And too much pressure. That's assuming that you don't have nothing to do the day before. What if you, like, your kid, got to play in, like, some game or some tournament? Because you never know what day Christmas is going to fall on.
Right.
So it could fall on a day that, Christmas Eve.
But I always wanted that Christmas spirit for the entire month.
Yes.
I want to see the tree. My wife and I went out 2 weeks ago and bought the tree.
Yeah. When do you take the tree down?
I won't take the tree down until after New Year.
Yeah. Some people,
and they would do it like right before New Year when I was a kid. And I
so
hated
you only keep it up for a week?
And not only that, like so I'm youngest of 6.
Yeah.
So my brothers would all argue about who's doing what, and it was our job to put the tree up. And like this is back when you'd have the string of lights where you had to take the individual bulbs and screw them in and see if they were still working.
Yeah, if they mess up, then you got to get a whole new. You got to go because you got to figure out what bulb. You got to go get replacement bulbs. Oh,
exactly. And then you'd put that up in a tree, and my brother Jim would be sitting on the couch, and he'd look up, and he's like, "You got 2 blue lights next to each other. What the hell's wrong with you? How about you get off your fat ass and make it fix? Fix it."
Yeah, you think you're the supervisor?
Oh,
That's just too much pressure because what if you don't have enough bulbs? What if the tree is bigger than it was last year? Then you have to try and figure it out, and we need some more. Or what if you want to change the theme?
Yeah, that whole tradition in my family, that crap went out the door.
Yeah, you should have told your family. I'm not. This is.
But here's the thing: I was youngest of 6. I had no say in what the deal was.
Like I ain't putting up nothing.
Yeah, I had 1 year when my dad got like a blood clot in the back of his leg, so he was sitting on the couch.
Had a compression socks on.
He wasn't even. They didn't even have compression socks yet. This was like 80s, and. He's supervising the whole thing, drinking a Budweiser, and I'm like, Dad, like, will you be a little nicer? It's Christmas Eve. Like, we'll get the damn tree up. Okay?
One night, then
I hated it. I hated it so much.
Even as a parent, then I got to put the stuff under the tree, but I got to wait for y'all to finish to decorate the tree.
Right. Now I have very fond memories too of Christmas. Like my brothers and my sister, like all got up on the roof. Pretending to be Santa.
For you?
Yeah, for me. When I was a kid, like they got up there with like bricks and they're like stepping on the roof.
See, but that really lets you know that our kids were tougher than that. Because I guarantee you, it's probably, if they done it for you more than 1 year, I guarantee you one of them fell before. And probably cracked the spleen.
I only remember them
and
doing
your
it 1 year.
Put some Robitussin on it.
The other thing they used to do is, if it was snowing, they would go up and down the street, and they'd put on a pair of, like, work boots.
Yeah.
And they would grab the back end of a car and, like, go, like, sit, like, almost in a squatting pose.
Yeah.
And go down the street on the back end of the car. They called it skitching.
Oh, yeah, slide. Yeah.
Called it skitching.
Yeah. You see kids nowadays, they used to do it with the skateboard.
Yeah. No, this was like, you'd get down and crouch like a catcher.
Yeah.
And then hold on to the back of it, and it would pull you down the road.
Man, that was a concussion waiting to happen.
Oh, absolutely. At the very least.
Because you know somebody's hand slipped off and hit the back of their damn head.
No doubt.
Or somebody see him and they think somebody was trying to climb into the car. Because that's when all the like scary movies was coming out.
Yeah.
They think you Jason Voorhees are spin. They swerve your little ass.
Oh, my God.
I thought it was a gremlin.
We had a lot of good Christmases, but it was just like things like that drove me nuts.
Yeah, that tradition.
That tradition sucked.
Yeah,
it totally sucked.
Mine was my uncle getting drunk and with his satin bikini underwear. I can't get that image out of my head. They're like tan. Like, who makes tan the thuntaduns?
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I told you about my aunts.
Oh, yeah.
There was one year where I felt horrible because they would ask my mom, like, what I needed, and they would always get me a game or something like that. And one year my mom told me he needs a bathrobe. And I was like 10.
Bathrobe? Why do you need a bathrobe at 10?
I don't know. My mom. She's got 6 kids.
A bathrobe?
She told him a bathrobe.
Put the towel around you. And
they got me the bathrobe. I opened it up, and I was crying. No, it's wonderful. I love it. No. I felt horrible, but I couldn't stop crying. I was so upset.
They was like,
I was such a little jerk for that.
They was like, who's All-Star Billy Graham? He's making a wrestling robe.
Where's my Star Trek Enterprise?
Yo, today we did the Toys for Tots at the end of Get Up. And like in the inside, they had a Hot Wheel track. And I can remember, I remember seeing one of my friends get his ass whooped with the Hot Wheel track. I say, that's PTSD for kids from the 80s. Oh, my God. That's PTSD for kids who whoop his ass with the Hot Wheel track.
That's rough. I mean, that's taking away something that's joyful and making it painful.
That's PTSD for a lot of people from the 80s.
Yeah. I saw that.
They'll whoop your ass whatever they can grab with. House shoe.
Oh, yeah.
Sandal.
No doubt.
Fly squatter.
No doubt. No doubt.
Like, you give me an affection while you whooping my ass.
Speaking of Toys for Tots, again, this afternoon, ESPN New York Holiday Party starts right now. The Michael K. Show, Don Hahn and Rosenberg, your mother's house, Garden City Park, collecting unwrapped toy donations this year to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation. It all starts at 1. It's your mother's house, Garden City Park, Long Island. More information to get VIP access, check out the ESPN New York app. It's brought to you by Amazon Pickup, Security Dodge, and by Spiked Aid, made for big city social stamina. They are all up next. Enjoy your weekend on ESPN New York.
Discover a driving experience crafted to inspire. At Garden City Mazda, exceptional design and sophisticated performance come together. During the Mazda More to Move You sales event, lease the 2025 Mazda CX-5